Hello and welcome to MiesterHypester's Twitch channel. MiesterHypester is over there in the right middle there. We are celebrating both their ability to age in a linear fashion, which is an extremely important skill to have. Very confusing if you can't do it. And B, we're also focusing on donating half the proceeds to Pink Drive, which is an excellent South African cancer awareness, cancer prevention, and cancer treatment thing for people who have needs in that. Fighting cancer is super tough.
They're also on like our social medias as the Pink Drive. I made the mistake of talking to the wrong people in like another continent. So yeah, the Pink Drive for South Africa. They're absolutely brilliant at what they do. They've like shown me a few of the projects that they've done, and they're truly fantastic. Sorry, continue.
And so we are going to kick it off with the Monsters of Mayhem theme park Dungeons and Dragons Junior, or Next Generation. It's also been called Dungeons and Descendants version, and I will get to that shortly. But first, I want to introduce our wonderful cast that is joining us that I'm super excited to run for. So let's kick it off. We're going to start off with the top left of the stream. Pingu, would you like to introduce who you are, who you're playing, what class they are, all that good stuff?
Hi, I'm Pingu. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Cause Pingu on TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch. And Instagram. I am playing Malice. Malice Blackcloak, who is... Do I have to say who my parent is?
Yeah, give your parent name. Give your parent name for the stream.
My parent is Hallister Blackcloak, or the Mad Mage. And I'm playing a wizard. A war magic wizard.
War magic! Woo! Very fancy, very threatening to me and my poor little melee villains. Next up is Shep, if you want to introduce yourself, socials, all the things that Pingu just did.
Hello, I am Shep, or GG01, or DruidGeek01 on TikTok. I go by they, them as well. I am playing Ashadel, son of the Archduchess of Abernez-Zariel. I'm a paladin, and I'm ready to have a good time at a carnival. Fair?
And then just below Shep, Smiley, would you please introduce yourself? You're playing.
Of course. I am King Smiley, usually go on king__smiley on my accounts where Twitter, Instagram, Threads, whatever I can think of currently. I am playing Pixrin, and I can't say my last name. I don't know how to Pixin something. But I am the child of Jalaxel, the Drow mercenary leader. Yeah.
Fantastic. Directly across from Smiley, introduce yourself. Oh, Fountain Pen Them, which is one of my favorite usernames of all social media.
So much. Thank you. Hi, I'm Milagros. I am playing Ulumfa Many Arrows, who is the one of the daughters of Ubald Many Arrows, who is an orc that I just wanted to play a big buff lesbian orc, let's be real. And I just asked one of my the dream, and I just asked one of my friends who's been playing D&D for like 1,000 years, like, is there like a major orc villain? That's what I got. I am a Circle of the Moon druid. And I'm actually going to be using a homebrewed magical weapon that I designed for the Girls Write These Worlds Pride zine, which is still available on itch.io. I think I have it linked in my link tree, stuff like that. You could find it on my social media, because they're super cool and let me design a cool weapon, so I want to use it.
And we're gonna jump. We're gonna frog a leap over back, just to give them a little bit more time. Someone who's totally not an archfey, absolutely not an archfey. Would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm River. You can find me as edelweiss.chaos on all social media. and I am playing Tanis, a changeling draconic sorcerer and child of Tiamat.
Child of Tiamat, amazing. And you want to introduce yourself?
Wait, I need to do the voice. My name is Madalina von Zarovich, and my dad, well, we don't really have to talk about him because he's kind of an asshole. Between you and me.
And Madalina is a warlock.
Oh yes, that thing.
Definitely is a fully independent adult.
Totally.
And totally. And my Christian name is Steve. My atheist name is also Steve. But I get referred to as Game Mommy. You can find me at Dying of Exposure. I'm not important. What's more important is our wonderful, cutie, strikingly handsome, naughty little birthday boy, and this drive for the Pink Drive. And so, without further ado, if everyone is ready, I was thinking of just hopping in. Is that good with the group?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's not worry about obscured faces.
Sorry! Listen, it's fine. It's fine.
Got a lot of time.
I know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm a professional.
I'm a content creator. Nonetheless, it's another beautiful day in Faerun. Not really Faerun. Somewhere adjacent to a parallel dimension, alternate reality, or just a GM that doesn't really deeply understand D&D lore and has never bothered to learn, has created in this beautiful world. Wonderful spring day, clouds in the sky. I'm going to say that canonically, it's the month of May in the northern hemisphere, north of the equator. So it is a beautiful springtime day, and we zoom in on a walled off, sequestered, gorgeous sort of like sprawl of crowds of gathered children and adults chasing after them, and rides. You can see a roller coaster in the shape of a dragon called Fistban's Wild Ride. You can see a large sprawl of all kinds of magical small petite creatures, mostly harmless, mostly in Volo's petting zoo. You can see a sprawls of restaurants, people walking around, and it looks like there might be a dangerous troll until you realize that it's actually a mascot costume, and some actor, underpaid and undervalued, struggling in the warming of the day, and sweating off in the broken frost cantrip that has failed this suit time and time again, but the management won't be willing to fix it. People walking around with cotton candy, and children running to and fro with beholder balloons that look a little bit like Xanathar, but not enough to be a copyright strike. And as we pan into this sprawling theme park with several different rides, including teacups, they're skull-encrusted wine goblets, and they haven't gotten all of the blood stains out of the goblet. They were for giant anyway. Moving forward from that, we are going to be introduced to one of our many protagonists for this little adventure. We'll start at the top. Hingu, would you please roll me a d6, and this will decide who is going to have their first little intro scene.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We are going to start off here with someone that may look a bit dangerous, may not necessarily be as dangerous as they look. Maybe they are as dangerous as they look. What would Tanis be doing on an average afternoon day at a carnival, fair, festival, or in this case, a third-rate knockoff theme park with very little legal coverage to its various properties it's infringing on.
Well,
And describe how they look for our viewing public.
all right. So at the start of this, Tanis is, well, cloaked in black clothes, very tight-fitting, with a big staff at her side, and at the very top you see like 5 dragon hats that curl around it, each one in a different color. And long black hair at the moment, and some reddish scales around her face, down her cleavage. And she arrives at the carnival looking like she actually doesn't want to be here, so the first thing she does is look for something to drink.
So
Get a nice buzz on to
gravitate toward maybe a beer garden that's let's see, this is a Fey room, like we're 13 and up. Beer garden, 13 years older and up. No children, not children, but you know.
If you can go fight Pokemons, you can drink.
No!
Find yourself as a beer garden. There's a place called, it looks like the sign was scratched out. It looks like the sign might have been gently differently named, but a beer garden called the Drowning Portal, where a Y and an A were scratched out for DRO. The Drowning Portal is kind of off to the side. You can see that there's like a merry-go-round with various like seahorses and griffins and stuff like that. The children are kind of riding off to the side. But yeah, there's an adult sort of beer garden that's kind of sequestered off with a low fence and various sundry in there. For the most part, several dwarves and tieflings and ruddy-looking humans that don't look like they should be the legal guardian to any children, much less children here at this wonderful theme park. Exhausted in there. Is that where you head over to, Tanis? That would be the first drinking area.
Yeah, definitely. And probably just sitting down expecting to be served, because that's what she's used to. How many minutes goes by before Tanis realizes that no one's going to come serve her? Let's say a good 15 minutes, and she's just drumming her fingers, her very perfectly manicured fingernails, by the way, on the table, like, hello? Am I supposed to serve myself here? What is this?
People look at you a little bit strangely. Eventually you begin to clock that there's like a sort of a makeshift bar at the Drowning Portal with people walking up and receiving their drinks and everything. And some people that you thought surely must be staff based off the way that they're dressed are simply not over this 15-minute period. So if you're thirsty, you're gonna have to get up and get it yourself, Tanis.
Very slowly, deliberately slowly, she stands up and walks over to the bar, shoving away anyone that gets in her way, because she needs something to drink now, and it's their fault for not bringing her something. And getting to the bar like, so, what's good here then?
A young human fellow with kind of like rusty red hair and freckles and acne all over his face. The beer is good. There's like 20 beers listed on a chalk menu behind him. The beer's really, a lot of people are fans of the beer.
Right, yes, I gathered that, but which one? I mean, you can't make me choose.
I've never deigned to. I'll pick my favorite. and then you can see that he's already like sweating and everything. Give me Tanis a D20 roll, and give me a D20 roll. This is sort of a general beer luck check.
That's a 6.
Beer luck.
Beer luck check.
The warmth of the beer that they serve you hits you first. Beer is not really best served warm, and it's gently, so it's not even lukewarm. It's not even like area temperature. It's gently warmer than that. The second thing that hits you is that the strong flavorings of juniper and lilac have been experimented into this. It's a very floral beer, but with nothing to like play with that. So it's basically like you're drinking carbonated, warm flower juice. But you can taste that there's alcohol in it. It's definitely alcohol.
Takes her first sip, spits it right out into the guy's face. You can't expect me to drink that. Do you know who my mother is?
Your
mother will hear of this. You will not be serving beer here much longer. I can assure you that.
I really thought you would have liked flowers for Algernon.
I look like they're like flowers.
I mean, I wasn't thinking of flowers in general. Listen, I'm not trying to assume gender interest. So we're gonna, in this conflict conversation, we're gonna move over to another person. We're gonna go to Ash. Can I have you roll me a d6? And if it's a 4, please re-roll.
Absolutely. Oh gosh. Boop. Let's see. It's a 3.
It's a 3. Well, this argument is going on at the beer garden, not like loudly, so, but obviously, you know, it's hard to hear about the din of all of the other attendees all scattered about, rushing from game to game, or oftentimes a lot of parents just sitting on benches desperately looking for shade. Why is there never enough shade at these places? Pixrin.
Yes.
Pixrin. On this wonderful spring afternoon, what do you think Pixrin would be up to in a theme park?
Not gonna lie, Pixrin is probably flirting with someone.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god.
First, you're flirting with someone. We're stuck there. Well, first, describe to us what Pixrin looks like.
Of course.
Can it be Malice?
I was just about to say either roll for it or someone called dibs.
I mean,
it's Jack's birthday thing. I think Jack called dibs.
I'm just saying Mally Alley is free right now, so like.
So, Pixin is a dark elf, a drow and stuff like that. And they have like long silver hair and stuff like that, but it's kind of like fluffy, like curly, wavy.
Mm-hmm.
The part that gets really too long, they put it in a ponytail. Currently, they're wearing like a baseball cap, just to keep it just to keep it under control. But like, some of it is still getting toughed out. They have a jawline that is just kind of sharp, dimples whenever they smile, a scar across their face that, like, it's right over their right eye that is going down and across, that creates a cross. And they're wearing sunglasses, much like mine, even though they don't need it. They just like the aesthetic.
They like the aesthetic. Yeah. So, wearing a ball cap from the Neverwinter Ne'er-Do-Wells, a very successful Farm League ball team that people on the Sword Coast tend to ally behind, which is a real problem because when they lose, there's riots, and when they win, there's riots. It's a very Boston vibe out there in the Sword Coast, very New England. But, so you're trying to, you're trying to access and gain true alignment with the Riz to Riz up this person. Since it was called, describe the person that Pixarin is flirting with, please. Oh no! Somebody called it here. One of the other was it Jack?
Yeah.
Jack, are you saying
Jack?
that?
Jack called dibs.
I think
Jack,
he volunteered my character.
Yeah, I did. I volunteered. I volunteered
Okay.
Pingu's character.
It's valid.
Okay, Pingu. If you, we're all about consent here. We're not going to force you to do anything you ask. Are you flirting with this bespectacled, ball-capped fellow?
She would not be flirting back. It would be going over their head.
Oh no.
What does Malice look like?
So Malice is a half drow. So she has like lavender skin. She's got dark black hair, which of course she got bored being around her dad so often and like needed the teen angst. So she decided, oh yeah, box bleach, and box bleach part of her hair, and of course black hair with box bleach. It went like an orangey color in the front, and then on her bangs. She's got her hair up in a little bun, lavender skin, like yellow eyes. She wears like a she's got a bimbo aesthetic.
I love her.
She's got like
Love
a
it.
thin spaghetti tank top that ends like around her waist, and then around her hips is like a little pleated mini skirt almost. She's got like little sleeves, the little arm sleeves. What are they called?
Cuffs.
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
They're like leggings, but for your arms. Not
Fish
leggings.
The one that are like just.
Oh, those
down-
like
Armings.
arm sleeves things? What are they called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
armings.
Yeah, but it just goes
I'm
to
gonna
her
call them
elbow.
armings.
To
Just to the elbow.
she's
Armings
got
they are.
a few little necklaces and lots of piercings on her ears. How else can I describe her? I think I got that.
You got it. You got
she's about
got the
like
vibe.
5'4".
A little shorter. Is Pixarin a short king, or is Pixarin a sizable
Pixarin-
lad?
That's a
This one
question.
is 6'5".
6'5". You know I like him big. Anyway, thank you, Smiley. I'm going on Smiley a lot on this.
Not gonna lie, here's the thing. I fully made this character be like, I'm gonna flirt with all the NPC's characters just to flirt with Game On. I was like,
Oh, so I'm ruining it, I guess.
No.
fine, it's fine.
So first proper first proper skill check of the game. Pixarin, before we continue the scene, I need you to roll me a Riz check or a charisma check for me,
Of
please.
And I wanna-
so
I
roll
wanna
that Riz.
Roll for Riz.
I'll do that, no problem. But I
Yeah,
would
go.
like to say this. I'm probably flirting with Malice because it's probably been a while since the last time I saw you, and I don't recognize you. I'm just like, hey.
Oh my god.
Like I'm just gonna flirt with people until my friends come. Hey, look at this
Oh my
person.
word.
Okay, okay, there we go. I forgot to turn on my hyper acceleration again. That's a very slow roll.
This is a very slow roll.
Ease into it. There it is.
Ooh, look at
There it
that.
is. That's a 15 for the audience.
Mhm.
15, a solid amount of, not a shameful amount of Riz, but not a notable amount of Riz, and certainly unnoticed by Malice.
She's a lesbian.
It's still a lesbian to me. It's fine.
It's amazing.
Pixarin, you're being currently watched by a gentleman in board shorts and a salmon polo shirt with then like shoulder pauldron that has like a leather strap across the breast, and then a sun visor turned upside down and flipped up so that it's angled upright, that's semi-translucent and everything. You're being watched, Malice. You two are being watched by this. and this gentleman rolls up. Elf, at least half elf, kind of hard to know. Real shitty facial hair, real like half grown, almost like too much of more than a 5 o'clock shadow, nothing near an actual beard. Gentleman comes up to both of you and just fully physically moves into a space that kind of shoulder angles in the way of Pixarin, going up to Malice, and it's like, hey, sweetie, what's up? You look like you fell right out of a spicy subject store. You're exactly my type. How you doing?
Thanks, I hate it.
My name's Blake. What's your name?
Not Blake. Is this to Malice or just...
This is to Malice. If Malice and Pixwin were talking, they'd put themselves like right in the middle of you.
Oh my god.
So you're just looking at this guy's back. This guy's back. Does he have a currently in fashion mullet, even though it does not suit his head or his overall vibe? Yes, he does. And he's like, "What's up, girl? How you doing? What's your you got a speaking stone number I could get at? I could call? What's up?"
Speaking stone.
We were having a conversation.
Oh, but I'm here to spice up any conversation. That's what Blake do.
I have a question. Is he biting his lower lip?
Oh yeah, he's licking his lips. And, like, his lips are doing too much. His hands are doing too much. He's never still in a moment. He's moving like a snake, but not in the hot way that snakes move, but in like a weird. It's not good.
No.
Can I say something? It would add a small. What I'm gonna say would add a small detail to his attire. Would that be fine? Okay, cool. When he says, "I'm here to add some spice," I'd be like, "With what? That hot sauce on your shirt?"
Oof.
What? And he looks down like, what are you talking about? You know what? Great excuse. And he just peels his shirt off.
No.
He is cut. He's very fit as a young man. Like this is a man in his early 20s. He's very, very in shape. Peels his shirt off. It snags a little bit because he's got the pauldron and the snap on it, but he gets it off there, and he goes, "All right, I can show off a little bit more skin. What's up? Thanks, buddy." And then just like glances over his shoulder at Pixarin, but looks at Malice.
Malice is gonna I can prestidigitation the windows and stuff shut, right? As like dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I would like to do that and just say leave. Kind of like ominous, you know?
Give me an intimidation check for me, please.
Oh yay.
Oh yay.
That was a nat one.
Oh no.
That was hella. It was very intimidating, baby. Super intimidating. You got this.
So good. You so amazing, sweetie.
It was a great job, honey. We're not there.
The prestidigitation. You attempt to like slam all of the kind of open small windows, like some of the food trucks, those doors, they waver, but you actually just knock over several children with a slight gust of wind on accident, and they just
I love that.
Ice cream fell out of hand, some kids are crying. There's a skin knee or two. It wasn't intentional and everything. Maybe you were just distracted by the level of like straightforward energy that this person is bringing. But Pixarin,
yes.
You're noticing, because their back is turned to you, and this person is not laying off Malice. Now, you don't remember who Malice is or that you recognize them, but you were at least having like a back and forth, like real conversation to flirt. Not this. This guy's getting a little heady. What's going through Pixarin's mind?
Kirkson is slightly annoyed, like, I was doing something here.
I was here first. Excuse me.
Still wouldn't have succeeded, but I love the energy.
Like, of course. But at the very least, we're having a conversation. At the very least,
Mm.
it's like I was doing something. I mean, I've been working, but I was doing something. Slightly annoyed. It's
You want to do
know
anything
what?
about it?
Feel like, and just kind of like walks around and be like, and stand next to Malice, even though I don't know it's Malice, and be like, hi, would you like to join me? I am waiting for a few of my friends. I think they might be here by now. Would you just like to walk away from here?
This is to Malice.
Yes.
Oh. You're waiting for. I'm one of your friends. I recognize you.
I recognize you.
Like now, Pixel is like lowers the sunglasses a little bit, like.
Oh. Malice?
Pixfrin? Yeah.
Blake just starts snorting. He's just like, bro, mad foul. Didn't even recognize a chick you were trying to mac on. This is amateur hour.
Oh.
I'm out. And he unzips his fanny pack, takes out some chapstick, rechaps, puts it back in his fanny pack, and he's like, deuces. And then he rolls out. We're gonna cut from Pixarin being explained that he knows who he's been flirting with this whole time, unsuccessful. We're gonna cut over. I am gonna this time have. Let's go with. Let's continue going down the list, but we're gonna go with we're gonna go with Olympha. Would you please roll a d4 for me?
In the thing. That's a T4, right? I just think of them as shapes. Oh.
Fair and valid.
Please roll a tiny pyramid.
You please
The
roll.
one that actually hurts.
Literally,
ow.
there was one game where they
They
asked
all
me
hurt.
to roll a D6, and I was like, that's the square one, right? And then I was like, I got a 9, and they're like, you can't.
You can't get it.
That's an awesome D4. Where that's amazing. Can I have that one?
Okay, so I got a 4. What does that mean?
You got a
What
4.
does that mean?
All right, the 4 is gonna allow me to take a little bit of control here. I'm gonna go with Shep. Let's do Shep. Ash, what are we doing? What are we looking like? What are we doing at this theme park? What's Ash up to?
Right now. So first off, you see a maybe about 5'8", maybe closer to 5'9" individual currently sitting on a bench. They have their hair is short except for the front, which they have like an emerald, like this emerald hair coming down that is put into like these braids at the bottom with like tufts of like yellows, oranges, whites in their hair. They are wearing a tank top that is white and a leather jacket that is black that comes only down to their ribs. Their skin is fully gray, and these face markings adorn their face. And he's currently wearing sunglasses to block out these black sclered eyes with purple irises. Next to Ash, there is this very long handled glaive, except at the top it's not a glaive, it's not a blade. There are 2 prongs, and one prong is higher than the other, made of like this really nice marble. And currently Ash has that set aside, is crisscross applesauce on a bench, eating zeppelis in the shape of a beholder, and is gonna see Blake walking away and is gonna try to throw a zeppeli at Blake.
Yeah, all right, give me a ranged attack roll. You can, of course, add your dex, and I'm going to say you have proficiency at throwing food.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Should I do an unarmed strike because it deals with all of these?
Yes, yeah. Unarmed strike is fine too.
Not great. 9.
9. Not too bad. It sails across Blake's face and turns around to like look. What the fuck?
We turn away. We'll turn away like he didn't do anything.
Give me a deception roll.
Sure.
DC 5, it's Blake. It's fine.
12.
Well, that beats a DC 5. Blake looks around for a little bit and is just like, fuck. Throws his polo over his shoulder, continues about shirtless with just the shoulder pauldron and the leather strap. Adjusts his visor and keeps on strolling by. What's Ash? Are you just people watching? What's your intent? Are you just chilling for the period?
Ash was just chilling for a little while and then saw the display that Pixar was trying to make and was just watching and enjoying the awkwardness. And then once Blake walked away, Ash would have stood up and then walked toward the two.
All right. Ash, yeah, you approach them as you can see Blake walking away, and Malice and Pixarin just like having this like realization. I think you walk up roughly around still in the conversation of the "you know who I am" portion of that.
Ash will hold his glaive like I'm holding the staff right now and will say, What the fuck is happening?
Exactly.
I haven't seen you all in a while. They changed.
Who was that piece of shit?
His name was Blake.
I don't know. He's gone now, thank God. Gods.
Don't know what he was trying to do exactly. Looked horrible. Horrible fashion sense.
What?
Over the PA, all of you hear kind of awkwardly pushing through the overstripped magical arcane speaker system. Speaker system. Clean up by the blood goblets. Clean up by the blood goblets. There's another vomiting situation. They hadn't even gotten on the ride yet. They just smelled the inside of the goblet. Please clean up by the blood goblets. Also, just announcing, in 30 minutes, we will have our tests of feat and strength in order to get the donated by the Xanathar's Guild Vorpal sword and suit of armor. That's right, a custom, brand new Vorpal suit of armor is up for grabs at the grand contest of skill, feat, and or skill, strength, and knowledge. So that pops over. None of you need to roll for this. Anyone that overhears this. Vorpal swords, that's something that exists. They're one of the most dangerous magical weapons. They're certainly one of the most deadly magical weapons that exist in the world. Vorpal armor is not something that anyone has ever heard of, but is being donated by Xanathar's Guild. Xanathar's Guild, for all of your deadly weapon needs. The advertisements are strewn up around the thing. It seems like maybe they're a partial sponsor or something like that. While that's happening, we're going to go back to Tanis, but we're just going to go back to Tanis engaged in this conversation in sort of the background, because in the foreground, right outside of this, walking by this beer garden, maybe going into it, maybe not, we see. Well, Olympha, what do we see?
So, Olympha is about 8.5 feet tall. And
Jesus.
Orc, full orc, not half orc, full orc.
Full orc.
She's about 8.5 feet tall. She has kind of mossy, darker green skin. She has a lot of kind of haphazard, like, scars and stuff on her hands, arms, and face. It's from running in brambles and just falling off cliffs and shit. Not battle wounds, she'll say that they are, but they're not. She has a part of a wolf pelt. As part of her outfit, she has like a leather kind of cropped halter top. and then kind of like loose billowing pants. So many random strap pocket thingies just all over the place, and like a pretty heavy book that's secured on a strap around her waist. She has what seems to be a necklace thing. It's this like red rope that has gold woven into it with two round weights on each end that look like a pair of eyes. And she was walking by. She walks by where Blake almost got hit with the Zeppeli, and a little multicolored frog jumps out of her hair and after it, and she's like, oh shit, fuck, no, and she's trying to catch this frog and trying to like pry the dough out of its mouth.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yeah.
As this frog has topped into the beer garden and you're sort of chasing after it with this Zeppeli.
It's like this big?
Yep. Adorable. Adorable.
Oh no. I got a 12.
Well, nobody in chat addressed me while I'm running the game, especially not you. A 12. You kind of bump into people. You don't knock anyone full over, but while you're chasing the frog, you definitely stumble in. You make it into the beer garden. You're stumbling people, but people like for anyone that might have been mad or might be in a grumpy mood, then turns and sees 8.5 feet of body and is like, nah, I'm good. You're fine. Obviously, I was in the way. And everything.
What was I thinking to stand here?
Clearly I'm an inconvenience, and I'm sorry for existing. But Alumpha, you distracted by the frog, you don't really hear the conversation, the sort of like escalating is the wrong word, but continuing conversation that Tanis is having. As Tanis, you are now on your third try with this terrible bar boy. That is the second drink. The second drink tasted literally like if you had if you took like a black licorice, but then added like bitters to it, and then added another and then made sure that it had a real peaty undertaste as well. So like one of the most like viciously terrible beverages. And then another one was just another one was just a hot Cheeto Corona flavor beer that's a limited size.
Right.
It's just not doing it. These beers are not doing it for you. And at the same time that Alumpha stumbles into the back of someone, another person taps Tanis on the shoulder. And the way that this looks out visually is that there's the bar, there's the person trying to get this drink right for Tanis, there's a line that is formed behind Tanis, there's a pair of people in this line, and Alumpha backs into the back one. The front person, the front stranger, taps on your shoulder and is like, yo, just pick a beverage, brah. We have things to get to, and just like taps on to like is addressing Tanis directly with that energy.
Excuse me?
Excuse you indeed, my dude. Can you just fucking learn how to drink a proper brew? Thank you.
I will once you give me something acceptable to drink. You can't serve this. This is appalling. This is...
Hey, I'm not going to comment on the quality of service or product at the theme park. But what I'm going to say is that your boy, Chad is thirsty. Chad is thirsty, and Chad needs to be, Chad needs to replenish that thirst with some suds. So if you could please move or if you could please just pick something, and then I can harass this little dweeb that's been failing at serving it the whole time.
Chad and Blake.
Puts on a lovely smile and casts Mind Sliver.
What does Mind Sliver do?
I need an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
It's basically a very sharp headache. It's a migraine.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Chad is extremely intelligent.
Chad is a
Chad's
PhD.
rocking a strong int.
Chad, come on.
Give me just a moment. I can never remember how to roll directly into the game log, so I'm going to pick somebody's character. I'm going to pick on you. You're going to see some stuff come from Smiley sometimes, and I will announce it when.
I'm going to burn on you.
Perfect.
Love that.
Really fine. Use me all you want.
An actual
Okay.
Chad. That's amazing.
An actual Chad.
Actual Chad.
I'm waiting for
Chad.
Karen. I'm waiting for
Okay.
Karen to show up now.
So this is with a -2.
Okay.
That is still a 17.
Hmm?
Oh, fuck that guy.
I'm going to take that as it passes.
Yeah.
Chad's like, oh, hold on. And then reaches into like this satchel that he's got under his arm that has like that has ally and rainbow lettering on it. That's really boldly printed. It reaches into a satchel, pulls out like this gross like clear container of like this green brown slurry, and is like, gotta take a little more hit of Chad's special hangover cure, and just drinks it. And he's like, so what, you gonna move, or is me and my boy over here gonna make you move? And the boy that Chad is referring to is the only person who, when Olumfa stumbles into them to finally wrest the snack from there, a wonderful wily little frog, turns around, and this. So you said Olumfa is 8.5 feet tall,
Yeah.
right? All 4 foot 2 inches of this
Oh my god.
sunglass wearing,
Oh my God.
sunglass wearing, and then he's in like a net shirt, and he's wearing what is clearly a bathing suit as shorts, just bathing trunks as shorts, and Crocs.
Oh my
They're
god.
bright and neon colored. He's got 2 different timepiece wristwatches on each thing, on each wrist, and then several bracelets. The hair, the beard and the hair, frosted tips.
So
God,
it's the worst Guy Fieri knockoff, because Guy
Yeah.
Fieri's amazing.
Guy Fieri's wonderful. Guy
He's
Fieri's
amazing.
perfect vibes.
Yeah.
This is Shadow Guy Fieri.
This is
Hey,
Oh,
what's up there, Big Mama?
God.
Hi, how you doing? Got a cute little frog friend right there. What's up?
You think he's cute?
I think that I got 2 cuties right in front of me.
Here, give him a kiss. Reminder that this frog is extremely fucking poisonous.
Give him a kiss. Is he gonna? Does the? If I give him a kiss, can I give you a kiss?
See if you survive his kiss, and we can
Ooh. Never let it be said that Brad avoids anything
talk. Chad
that
and
could
Brad.
fuck him up.
Fighting
You got
for
Chad.
Wake Chad and Brad.
You got
Chad,
Blake.
Blake.
My freaking God.
This is Jack's fault for inviting me to GM a one shot.
This is amazing.
He goes and he's like, oh man, I hope this is like acid. The one time at that music festival that I won't name, but everyone knows, where you go out into the desert and you stay there and you get real stinky for 5 days, 5 days to a week. I hope it's like that. What do they call it? A burning ray? No. Flaming hands? No. Fire dude. Okay, fire dude. Yeah, that's
Fired.
and he goes and he kisses that. I assume I need to roll some sort of Constitution saving throw for
Yeah.
Brad.
I was gonna go with
Brad.
Scorching Guy.
Come on, roll lower than for Chad. Come on.
Okay, we're rolling off of this.
Burn.
Now, Brad I assume this is poisonous frog, right?
Yes.
Brad actually has a fairly decent constitution as a dwarf, but
Okay.
they only roll a 10. That's a 14. Does that pass? Does it fail?
Oh, he was so close. My little frog buddy's got a DC of 15.
Dang.
Oh.
So yeah, Brad takes the frog. What happens? What happens to Brad when he kisses this frog?
I need to know.
So it's kind of inspired by like I really like jellyfish growing up, and I knew that like the box jellyfish type deal where like it
Oh no.
paralyzes you almost instantly.
Mhm.
But I want to add that it's just like, so it paralyzes you, and then it's just this huge rash, and your throat just kind of closes up. You're kind of done. Like,
Oh.
Imagine.
Wow.
Imagine
So-
that cartoon thing of like foam just
yep.
So as Chad goes, my boy here, and gestures, you see in front of the 8.5 foot tall orc, who is obviously the more notable person that is standing behind you, and who you're admittedly a little concerned might be this Chad. You look down, and half the size of that orc, a little less than half the size of that. To be clear, Chad, 4'2", dating profile says he's 5 foot. Absolute liar. Chad, you see this dwarf being like turning around, being like, what? Holding like just having like leaned their head away from this very colorful frog. What? And then a rash starts growing all over their face, and foam starts like coming up their neck.
Oh my god.
And they're neck, foam in the mouth, just like doing that, and then they begin to like shudder a little bit, and then they just like single frame of animation drop flat onto the ground and are just stone still. You can see their eyes are moving around and they're breathing, but they are paralyzed on the ground and everything. And so Brad, this dwarf with frosted tips, paralyzed on the ground. Chad just like looks and is like, but dude, are you good? Are you good, dude? Are you good? Are you good? He just keeps repeating, are you good? And like kneeling down as you now see Tanis, you're now in sight of Olymphra.
Put the frog back in my hair.
Oh, that's amazing. That's lovely. Can you do that to that one too?
I'm trying to keep better track of him. I only have one. He's the 15th of his kind, and I want to keep him so I can make more.
Right, yes, of course. I mean, you could just accidentally lose him near Chad. That's fine.
That boy offered, asked for a kiss. I said if he could survive my friend's kiss, then he could get what he wanted. I don't think he'll be getting up soon.
I suppose not. That's
Chad
an amazing-
overhears this statement, and and still looking up. Chad, noticeably taller than Brad, but still of a normal range of height. Man, still looking up. Yo. Oh wait, no. Did you fuck up my dude, my brother from another mother, with a kiss? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Is that what happened?
I think your brother from another mother couldn't handle a simple kiss.
It is unfortunate.
Chad gets really upset about this because obviously the masculinity is being threatened. The very fragile masculinity of his friend kissing and failing at this. I'm gonna roll for Chad's
Roll.
I don't
So-
want to assume
okay.
the frog
For
gender,
Chad's
but it was
sake.
probably male. So you know your friend was kissing a male frog, probably.
Hey. A,
Oh, no, that-
Brad, pansexual. B, B, also Chad, pansexual. We get love from wherever we can get love. And then you hear Brad kind of like jitter out of paralyzed form. Beggars can't be choosers. And then and it's like, Brad, we talked about that, Brad. We talked about you being too honest to strangers that are kind of bullying us. And these two.
Dragon crying.
Can't be choosers. Self-esteem. Brad, please.
Brad, no.
Some
Hey,
dignity.
what's up, Brad?
Brad.
At this point, I've like just mixed him up and I don't know who's who. Like,
Brad is the dwarf. Chad is the other guy.
The other
Chad is
guy.
Which, by the way, to describe Chad is simply state a description, and I will simply be like, no, he does not that. Is his hair brown? No. Blonde? No. Red? No. Completely innocuous looking person. The least exciting looking member
Least exciting
Sin.
king member.
of these shitty NPCs I've introduced.
He is a
Um,
looking motherfucker.
But so Chad begins dragging Brad off and trying to rest him up. Y'all Tanis and the group is sort of like aggregated over by there's sort of like the Malice group with Ash and Pixrin, and then there's the Tanis and Alumpha are talking, the beer guarding. What's birthday boy? What's Madalena doing in this situation? Where's Madalena at? What's Madalena up to?
So, she has herself. Oh, sorry. She has herself like sitting slap in the middle, like in between where these two groups of people are having their thing. So there's like a fountain area. She's sitting there and she's just like in her bright, beautiful Lolita outfit with her corset and her parasol, just watching the chaos and trying to decide which side do I
as you watched this happen, you actually, since you were watching it, Madalena, you get to notice that Blake from Group A eventually circles in and connects up with Chad and Brad over in Group B.
I'm ready. Yes.
Group B. And you can kind of hear them sort of muttering and they're kind of gesturing, but you're immediately distracted. Because a very severely high ponytailed, like hair tight back, like real.
If it's my dad, I'm gonna eat you.
No, it's not.
It's my day off, daddy.
Yeah, but the severely sort of like tied back hair, cardigan sweater, little locket with a little heart on it, little cute white gloves, pencil skirt, kitten heels. Young woman looks at you and is like, miss, I don't know if anyone's told you, but you can't be sitting on the fountain like that. The fountain is not a seating area.
It's a carrot. She's gonna cross her legs. Very obviously not getting the fuck up. And I'm gonna be like, excuse you. I don't really want to talk to someone whose actual fashion sense came out of the dustbin. next time you got more than like 2 brain cells in there, then you can talk to me. And I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay, what do I gotta say on Vicious Mockery as you immediately come out swing? I love the immediate
Jesus
coming out swinging
Christ.
these
She's
NPCs.
vicious, okay?
I already know how to get on her good side.
I don't.
Taking notes.
It's a
Karen
wisdom.
versus Karen.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
I assume the save is under a 24.
Fuck yeah. 24.
Let me explain something to you. I understand that you're used to people thinking this whole thing, this whole vibe, is something to be concerned with. I don't give a shit what you think about my fashion, but what I will be doing is going over to that gentleman right there. You can see him with the lanyard and the clipboard. He is one of the site supervisors, and I will have him extricate you from the facility if you do not behave by the rules.
Just gonna lean forward ever so slightly, still sitting on the fucking fountain because this is my seat. And be like, you go ahead and do that, kitten. I'll come find you later tonight.
Firstly, rude. My name is Rebecca. My
I'm not
friends
Karen.
call me Becky. You can call me Rebecca. My middle name is Karen.
Don't you fucking don't bring Miss Becky in here, you motherfucker. Anyway.
Oh.
But Rebecca. And secondly, yeah, we'll see about that. And she goes to turn.
Is she wearing kitten
to-
shoes?
Yeah, she's wearing little kitten heels. They're little
Kitten.
short heels.
She's little kitten heels?
It's just a low heel. It's not like cat related. It's just a term for the shoe.
I'm trying to see what they look like. Ooh. Okay.
They're very cute.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and trip her up.
All right, I'm gonna do a dexterity saving throw for her and see if she. That is not enough. She stumbles forward a little bit with an 8. Doesn't quite fully beef it, but stumbles forward, almost rolling her ankle.
I'm gonna
She
use
goes,
my spectral hand that I summoned and wave at her.
She goes, all right. You think you're cute.
Oh, I know
And
I'm cute.
She wants to engage you, but she's distracted when suddenly she sees, she seems to recognize Chad, Brad, and Blake.
Oh,
Uh,
3 Backstreet Boys.
and she goes over and she goes, what happened to Brad? What did you do to Brad? What's going on?
Of course she's friends with them. Oh my god.
And she joins them, if you will, concerned over as they are gesturing at that. Now, you see that they are gesturing over at Blake's gesturing over at Malice and Ash and Pixarin. Brad is paralyzed on the ground, but Chad is gesturing over at Alumpha and Tanis, and this is beginning to go off, and you want to maybe do something about this. Maybe you would do something, but your speaking stone rings.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, mine?
Yeah, yours.
Madalena.
Hey, baby, it's your dad. I just wanted to say that I hope you're having fun at the theme park, but
Daddy,
I
Daddy,
got word of something.
Daddy.
What?
Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've spoken about this. You can't be calling me when I'm out, okay?
No, this is important business, sweetheart. You need to hear me out.
Fine. What is it? Who did you piss off this time?
I didn't piss anyone off.
I don't believe you.
I just got word that there's some sort of new fancy bit of armor that's coming. That's up for grabs at the theme park for some sort of contest of challenges. And if you could do your daddy a real favor, and compete and win in that for me, I'm sure you'll win, sweetie, if you compete.
Yeah, but Daddy, you wouldn't even give me like extra spell slots.
You know what, baby doll? If you win this, I will kick you an extra spell slot right away.
And her whole demeanor sort of changes. She's like, really? Like,
oh, absolutely anything for my sweetheart.
Okay, so what if it's like 5 extra spell slots?
Your dad's only got so much juice, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay, I'll talk when I get home. Stop bugging me. I'm trying to have fun.
Win it for me, baby.
Call me baby. I'm 25. And she hangs up.
At the same time that this call comes into Madalena, Tanis, Speaking Stone, starts vibrating.
Oh my god.
In your breast pocket or wherever you would keep your Speaking Stone on your attire.
Yeah, back pocket. And
this is just a Nokia ringtone.
Alright. Answers it like after like good 30 seconds.
A good 30 seconds.
I appreciate that you made me wait, daughter.
Oh my god.
You're welcome, Mom.
Always have the upper hand in any conflict.
I know. You taught me well.
Scale off the old spine. Nonetheless, I have important business. You know I would not waste either of our time with anything of this nature. Frivolous. There is a prize that must be ours. Yours and mine. Mostly mine, but also yours.
Prize? Is it precious? Is it jewelry? Is it gold? Is it shiny?
Is it shiny?
It's expensive, bespoke. A form of Vorpal armor is up for prize winning in the challenge and contest that is happening at the theme park. One of my little heralds just informed me. I, of course, then consumed the kobold for not telling me the news sooner. But I
Mom,
need
you can
that.
wear armor.
It's not for wearing, it's for looking at, and more importantly, for no one else having it.
Yeah, it does look good. Yeah, I can get that. Yeah.
If you would be so kind as to do it, I would be much appreciative.
What could I get in return for getting you that armor?
Smart girl, never do anything without a bargain that benefits you. I'd be willing to part with the Annex Horde in the eastern wing of the caves. Which you know is a pretty sizable amount. You yourself have gained a fair amount of Horde, but Tiamat obviously has massive sizes. So you would know that this is a significant parting. They're not lowballing you on this.
Oh, well, yeah. I like that deal. Yeah, I'll get you that armor.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, I have to terrorize some shepherds and burn their flock for no apparent reason. It just gives me joy. And
Have fun, Mom.
Please don't terrorize me.
Have fun burning the village.
Absolutely.
The relationships between the two and their parents are so different, and it makes me so happy.
She loves her mom.
Malice,
Aww.
Ixrin, and Ash, all of your Speaking Stones go off.
Real quick for me.
Yeah.
I feel like Pixel has 2 Speaking Stones. One's for personal use, and one is a mercenary issued Speaking Stone.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Oh my word.
I'm assuming it's the mercenary issued Speaking Stone.
It is. It's the business phone. It's the
It's
business
the
phone.
business bird.
if that is the case,
The business
You-
stone.
yes, the
business stone.
in that case, you Malice and Ashwell will see a significant difference. Like they will be talking to you in a sense, very heightened, happy voice for a second. Like, well, it's wonderful to see you both. I miss you both. What's going on? And then I feel the mercenary phone go off and stuff like that. And then the demeanor completely changes and be like, yes, father.
Son, my handsome boy, prize jewel in the mercenary company. I have need of a certain item that only a man born of my seed could acquire.
Oh Lord.
Would you be interested in a little bit of a off-the-books mission?
Always for a price.
Of course, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way, my boy. So, there's a particular bit of donated Xanathar's item to his little theme park that he has been sponsoring that I would like to take and simply let him know that I have. But it is inconvenient for me to arrive to the place to simply murder everyone and take it. Now, I hear that there's a contest and you're certainly welcome to earn it that way, but I don't care how you come by both the sword and the vorpal armor of Xanathar's creation. Simply bring it to me, and you know what? The summer yacht is yours. The summer yacht is yours. If you do that.
The summer yacht.
Yes, the summer. It's the smaller yacht, I admit, but like, you know, I can't let the company know that my boy is twisting my arm.
You could take all the girls and boys there.
Throwing the
There's nothing that gets the ladies more than, would you like to come on my boat?
No, stop.
Throw a staff into Manny
You know which
and
way?
you have a deal.
What?
Throw in a staff to Manny and you have a deal.
Oh, of course, a staff to man it. We don't do basic labor. Not in this family, not certainly. A man of my own DNA, a fruit of my loins. And
I
then-
hate all of that. I hate all of that so much.
Eventually it'll just be like, Merle, mission will be done.
Ash, Malice, which one of you wants to talk to your parent? Both of your phones are going off.
Is there like caller ID on these?
Yeah,
on these?
absolutely.
Is there caller ID?
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna like press the decline button first.
Oh my
Nope.
lord.
You get a little text message, a little minor image text message appears above it, being like, "Call me."
Can I ignore it?
You can, 100% ignored, done, absolutely.
Oh no.
And then you see a bunch of inexplicable emojis, just inexplicable angry like it's obvious there's frustration there, but they don't know how to use emojis. And so there's a lot of things that absolutely should not be texted to you by your father in emoji form, but you know they don't know what they mean. So many wet bursts for no apparent reason.
That means like sweating with anger.
No, he thinks it's sweating of
doesn't
anger.
know
He
what
does not understand.
He does not understand.
No.
Man made so juicy. Ash, do you pick up your phone?
Yes, but I'll say that the caller ID is unknown because his mother usually doesn't call him.
Yeah.
So he'll say, "Go for Ash."
Go for Ash. Is that how you answer the phone?
Oh my god.
Immediate posture changes, back straight, staff to the side. Mother, why are you calling me on my phone? You should sit here in a puff of smoke.
I didn't want to make an appearance in Xanathar's little theme park. Are you there? Are you at the theme park? I think that's when I last scried on you. You were headed in that direction.
Oh god, she scries on him.
Still scrying. Yes, indeed, Mother, I am.
Mother is always watching.
Ew.
Son.
No. God.
Mother, what is it that you need? Why are you calling me?
I need the prize for the contest that is going to be happening today. I believe it's soon, so go do whatever you need to do and obtain it for me, please. I would very much like to put it on my form and then kill some people that I've been meaning to kill for the better part of an eon or two.
And why should I?
So when your home plane is the Nine Hells, it means that lots of things can draw you back there. And I, though not always necessarily in the seat of power, can oftentimes make things extremely inconvenient to you. So you can either do this, or you can come home for the holidays.
All right, Mom, I'll get it done. Don't worry about it. Never talk to me again. No comment summer. Bye. I'll hang up.
I love Ashidal.
Cutting
So
from that,
much.
Alumpa, you can overhear Tiamat's voice on Tanis's phone as you're... It's horrifying sounding.
Immediately she's looking through, like, the book that she has. It seems like, I don't know what other people would assume, like, an 8.5-foot orc to have in a book. It's, like, pressed flowers and shit, and, like, birds and stuff. A lot of, like,
That's
tattoos
adorable.
of flora and
That's
fauna
so
that she's used. And she's trying to, like, pick something that she thinks Tennis would like to, like, rip the page out and, like, here? While Tennis is on the phone. Or on the stove with her mom. Her terrifying dragon mom.
Your speaking stone rings, Alumfa.
I
It's your dad.
put my hand to stop the little bastard from trying to run again while I'm distracted. And I pick up right away. Hello.
Hey, honey, did you hear this? Clerics are trying to develop something that is supposed to protect people from various diseases, but there's a lot of word going out. I'm hearing from some sources that it actually gives people diseases, and they're trying to propagate this across the kingdom. I'm really interested. I sent you a few messages that you never responded to. You know, that they started with. Admittedly, they start with forward. Inoculations actually spreading plague. Forward. Panic now, but I didn't call for that. I didn't call. I'm sorry. I just, you know, I was.
I did see those. It was just hard to get to the actual message through all of the forwarding. The format completely falls apart.
I was browsing Visage Tome, and I just got distracted by it. But are you at that theme park? I think you told me that you were going to be at that theme park today, or I think you mentioned something about going to it today.
Yes, I am.
So you know that Xanathar funds some of the most corrupt politicians that are progressives trying to spread democracy, whatever that means, across the entirety of Faerun. And, you know, caring about people's feelings and not understanding that it's survival of the fittest and everything. And so what I would like to do is really show up one for those of us that are right mind thinkers. And a way to do that was if my dear daughter would just simply obtain this wonderful prize and then, you know, maybe give a speech when you win the prize that lets people understand that their entire thought process is wrong and they're being lied to by all the politicians and moneymakers and cabal of evil citizenry. Now, I said cabal. That's not anti-Semitism. I'm just using the word and everything.
Yes, of course. I mean, big towers lying to everyone. The wizards up there. We have no idea what they're actually up to.
The fucking wizards.
We don't know what they're up to.
The Wizard of the Coast.
Yep. No, it's the don't get sued here. It's the magicians of the beaches.
Magicians of the Spire. The magicians
Also,
of
if
the
you could
Spire.
plug the if you could plug the supplements that I recently obtained, I'm gonna call it out there. This is directly from me, from Wizards of the Coast. Vitamin supplements. They make you stronger and immune to all diseases.
Oh my god.
All of them. Yes, including the ones that don't exist yet.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I mean,
word.
they won't let us know all of the diseases that exist yet. That's why we have to find out the truth.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that's our stream for today. We're done.
None of us did anything. Goodbye.
This stream never happened.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You have villains as dads. You have villains and dads and
chemicals in the
moms.
water and turn the freaking frogs gay.
Turn the freaking frogs gay.
Except for your gay frog, sweetie. I love your gay frog. Nothing against
love
your
Your
gay
gay
Okay.
frog is one of the good ones. Doesn't show it off too much in public.
Of course. I'll have no
They're
trouble
gay
with
within
that
our comfort levels. It's fine.
What did I miss?
Don't worry
That was
about
Alex
it.
Jones.
Yeah,
Alex
that is
Jones.
Alex Jones. He's got tusk supplements. Grow your tusk 10 inches overnight.
Overnight.
No.
It really works. I don't use it myself because I, of course, don't need to use it. But
No,
other
of
people,
course not. Of course.
we shouldn't body shame men. Men have a lot of struggles. A lot of people don't talk about. Anyway, I'm gonna go, sweetie. Win that prize for me, and then he just hangs up without a
Yep.
confirmation.
Yeah,
Or anything from you.
He's very busy.
You didn't get the bargain like us.
Oh my god.
My favorite
my
thing is
favorite.
Druid coming in going, what did I miss? What happened?
Or
All I can say is this.
inches.
Yeah, all I can say is
Oh my
Gigi,
god.
leave at your own risk.
Oh my god.
You will
Uh,
miss.
Does Tedis hear that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Your dad
Oh my god.
only knows how to shout and go upward, so the
Yeah.
phone is just or the speaking stone is just blaring.
Yeah, and it's like
man.
vibrating.
That's
because he's
amazing.
just-
You
the
put the volume
intensity.
setting at the lowest, but
And
it's still.
It's
No,
still.
you know what he's
carries.
done? He's the dad that has gone into your phone and changed his ringtone to "Sweetie, pick up, sweetie, pick up, sweetie, pick up."
No. His ringtone is. Oh
So
my
you all now
God.
know that your parents respectively want you to be interact
God.
at least with this competition of sorts that's happening now in 10 minutes.
Except for
Not
Malice.
Malice.
Except for Malice.
Malice doesn't know. Malice
Well,
knows that
Everyone else.
is getting an idea that everyone else just got by their parents, because no matter who you are or how old you are, when people's demeanor changes, especially like Pixarin and Ash described their demeanors changing, demeanor
Don't
changing.
call me again.
That's a
Bye.
parent call. That's a parent call. And so Malice, you know that
I
I don't think it takes an insight roll to be like, something's up.
I imagine that Malice's stone would have like been buzzing nonstop from the mass emojis that her father has been sending them, and just to the point where it's like,
Spellings,
oh,
autocorrects
what?
that don't make any sense, and eventually over the text messages, as you kind of scroll through them, you get me that armor, everything is misspelled. And then at the very end of the text message,
Dur-im Hatat Urmer.
yeah, Urmer. And then at the end of the message, your dad's like, "This has been the Mad Mage." I mean, your dad. You know who I am.
This is
can't help but sign his text.
Only thing that's actually spelled correctly. This has been
It's
the Mad
the
Mage.
Mad Mage.
Yes, this
Yeah.
has been the Mad Mage. And
There's a
everything's
copy
perfectly
pasta that just
capitalized.
copy it every time. It's like,
Is there any facial journey from Malice as they're reading these texts?
I don't imagine Malice would actually read it all.
Like just
I feel
get
like
to
this is
the
like
very
a quick
end.
scroll, like get the gist of it, and then go like, "What the fuck?" Just like that's how they're like a quick little call. What the fuck?
Hey, can I call Malice?
You could.
Yeah, you can call Malice.
You get a ring.
You call your dad. Your dad starts talking, and then you get a call from Madalena. Do you just
Oh.
hang up on your dad?
One sec. Sorry, I'm getting another phone call. Boop. Hello?
Mally, you won't believe what just happened.
Mads, hi!
Baby, please stop calling me that. I mean, we're not kids anymore.
You still call me Mally.
Yeah, but you're cute and adorable. Okay, so my dad just called me, and he's being like so demanding. He wants me to go get like this stupid armor or something.
I think my dad is trying to get me to do the same thing, but I don't. You know me and my dad.
Yeah, please tell me you hung up on him. He's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, boo. Okay, so I'm sitting by the fountain, right? And like, bring your people over, because I think I spot like Tannis and Lympha with some like douchebags.
Is that Matt? Is that
yes, it's Mads. Yeah, it's.
Tell him he owes me $5.
Apparently, you owe Ash $5.
I told Ash to shut the fuck up. It was forever ago. Can I get
Mads says shut the fuck up. That was forever ago.
Fuck.
I don't know
That's
why
a great counter. I can't come back from that.
I don't know why you ever thought you were gonna get that back.
I love this group.
But yeah, no, I'll bring my group to you. I'll see you shortly.
I'll see you.
Kisses. Bye. Boop. Alright, follow me. I'm gonna run full speed to Mads and just a big hug.
Oh yeah, Madeleine absolutely like jumps up on her feet as well, and like however she was sitting before, she loses it completely when she sees like Malice. She's just like, oh, baby, like just full
also
on.
any thought that Mally had about calling her dad back is gone. She knows what's up now.
Absolutely.
I just want to say, Alumfa and Tannis, with Mads and Ash and Pixrin sort of in tow, going toward or with Malice and Pixrin and Ash in tow, going toward Mads. You now are able to see this sort of like gathering at the fountain, especially with Mads kind of hopping off the fountain to hug those people. So Alumfa, Tannis, you see them all finally gathering as you both end your Speaking Stone calls.
Okay.
Because I was about to say, like, if we were walking through there and I just kind of look around while we're walking through there, if I was just gonna see them and be, because I see Olympus being so big and all, it's very hard to miss and be like, wait, and then I just like stop for a second while following and be like, wait, hello. And just start waving wildly.
Oh my god.
The frog fucking recognizes your voice and like, boom, and she's like, no, you're going in the bag.
Frog recognizes.
You're going in the bag. You're going in the bag. I didn't want to have to do this. So she's like trying to put this slippery ass little frog into one of the like many little packs that she has.
Oh my god.
And is kind of gesturing for Tennis to follow and goes over. She can't like run over to you because she's fighting her frog again, but she's just trying to get it in a place that is closed so it can't escape again.
Malice is gonna elbow Pixrin in like the ribs and it's like, see, even Olumfa's frog recognizes Ash, but you didn't recognize me.
Bro.
Also, I'd like to say like Madalena, when she sees them, is like, Pixrin, hello, sexy. Looks at Ash and just goes, what's up?
I love that for y'all.
The energy.
Amazing.
She loves them, it's fine.
the group of them all tag together. Is Tannis like enthusiastic about seeing the rest of the people that Tannis
is joining. Like, hello, peasants.
Ooh. That's an upgrade from the last thing you called us. I forget what it was.
No, I try to come up with new things every time I see you, you know? I can't, like, repeat myself.
I mean, I have to say my favorite was when she called us amoebas. Like, I had to Google that. I had to actually ask my dad what amoeba was. It was humiliating.
Did your dad know?
No, but he, like, asked somebody else, which was kind of funny. So maybe I don't hate you that much for it.
Loom, did you somehow get more muscles since the last time we chatted?
I'm so glad you asked. Did you keep your subscription to my dad's supplement line?
Oh my god.
No. Look, I tried it for like 2 months and I ended up getting really sick.
It takes like a year though. Like it takes a while. The sick is just the toxins leaving your body. It's the weakness.
Madeline's absolutely gonna chime in and be like, Ash, you should totally try it for a year, and then like after that, I'll visit your grave every other century or something. Like you should definitely try it for like a whole year. I know you can do it.
Come on, Madeline. Let's do
Speak that to the kobolds, and they got even greener. And when Mom
That's good. That's good.
Like, I don't think that's too good.
Well, the green is your connection to the earth. It's inclusive.
I need everyone to know that because of the nature of the busy schedules of myself and just this and it being a one shot, I deeply appreciate that I did not prepare anyone for what their parents would, what kind of bad people their parents would be.
Go.
And Olumfa just leaning into, all right, fully in on this whole gimmick, this Alex Jones. It's
So good.
It's such quality yes-anding. It's so
It's
exciting yes-and moment.
The bit.
Oh yeah.
Just meeting the bit where it was.
It's amazing.
5 minutes to the start of the competition. Who's gonna win the Vorpal armor?
I am.
All right, let's go.
Right, we gotta do
Everyone's
I'm, like,
parents
holding-
also really wanted that thingy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Hmm.
that. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
gonna hold on to Mad's hand and like just skip.
She's skipping with you.
They're so girly pop. I love
She
it
was
so
like-
much.
Follow on. Keep up.
My bestie Westie that I only see every like 5 years.
I know, right? So not fair.
They're so girly pop.
Is Blake's group still visible?
Oh
No,
yeah, are they
no,
still
They
there?
disappeared.
Yeah.
No, they unionized and left.
They unionized.
They've unionized and now they're gonna fight for the armor as well.
Oh my gosh.
Chat.
I don't know why you would suspect that I would name 4 NPCs with specific classes that and everything, and then have you go into direct conflict with them later.
No,
What? No.
Not at
Weird.
all.
Weird.
I don't know.
Weird
Just
soup.
things
Yeah.
around.
Question is Santa still
This
holding the beer?
tastes. Is it?
Yeah, Tannis, are you holding one of your terrible beers?
Are you?
Yeah, I think at the moment she forgot to set it down. Like with the phone call with her mom and everything that's
Right,
happened, she's still holding the beer. Like, oh,
Tennis.
oh.
I'll
do
take that
want
from
to
you.
have some-
Here.
It's a wonderful good beer.
Oh my God.
I'll take it from you and just be like, here's a flask of wine. I know
Thank
that
you.
isn't for you.
It was a horrible experience.
It was
I'll
awesome.
take-
This place is
Weirdly
so
enough-
and cute.
Tennis
Weirdly
has been
enough, the moment the
traumatized.
beer hits Pixtron's hand, like the moment that you grab it, instead of a tankard, it becomes a solo cup. I don't know why that is. It's just a vibe that Pixtron gives me. It's like solo
Oh
cup.
my God.
But nonetheless,
Can I just say that if we start moving,
Yeah.
that Tanis is just taking Pixarin's like arms, just hooking herself like through his arm.
Completely allows it. Completely.
Why now? Because that's her lifeline now.
Like, it's
I love
like-
this.
Like completely allows it because it's been trained to be an escort, stuff like that. It's just like
I'm sorry, you've been trained to be a what?
Oh, what, huh?
A what?
in both cases, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy, yeah, baby.
I love
gentleman
this.
of the evening, of
I
course.
love this.
I knew you would say yes to that, Smiley. I knew you'd be like, yep. With a dad like Zarlaxle. nonetheless, you approach what you know to be in this region sort of like an open, sprawling field, but has been modified and changed with this sort of like this almost theater stage construct sort of structure. There's a large kind of mountainous looking staging that's obviously built out of like scaffolding and stuff like that, but is painted and designed to look like a mountainous area. And then there's and atop that mountain is this big animatronic hydra with like its 5 heads, like roaring and automating and shaking like animatronics do on a regular pattern. You can see like there's this like dangerous, mysterious swamp area with fog machines that are pushing fog out to there, representing kind of like different locales of the various areas. There's all these like trees, and it's funny because in this world people can magically grow plants, but for some reason at this theme park they're all 2-dimensional. They're all like prop wood trees, like wood panel trees.
I love that
are just like painted.
Prop trees are also wood. So they cut down some trees to make the fake tree.
When you could literally just do plant
growth. You could just grow the trees, but no, they cut down the trees to make the wood trees.
Xanathar's not going to pay for extra money. Extra money for casters. He's just going to make regular low rent workers do all of it and everything. There is a registration desk, an information desk, sort of out in front of all of this. With some people that are currently wearing like little like almost like the like marathon runner sort of like draped over like numbered things, except they're different colors. And so there's like a group that's in all green, and there's a group that's in all blue, and a group that's in all gray and everything. And it does look like this is a group activity, like this is a party activity. And you do see Brad recovered and not quite as paralyzed as he was before. Blake
He's still kind of stiff.
Yeah, he's stiff. Blake and Rebecca all in neon pink, little paper tabards almost. Paper tabards. As you see the kind of listing around, but the registration desk is at the center. A halfling woman with big giant glasses and pencils stuffed in her hair and big like light or legitimate like librarian energy is last call for registration for the competition. It's the only way you're ever going to be able to get this new fancy fandangled armor.
I'm assuming the skipping pair made it there first.
Probably.
Mads and Mally made it there first.
Eminem.
Sign me up.
Yeah, as in our group.
What's the name? What's the name of your group? And how many are in it?
How many are allowed in it?
Oh, you could have, looking at the other groups, you could have up to 6. 7. There's one group that has an exception. They have 7 people in their group. Okay,
7
people in their group, but yeah, up to 6.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sign both of us up, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then that sexy boy over there, and that one who keeps following us, and then sexy dragon and sexy Amazonian woman, all right, and her frog. I want all of us.
All right. Please, we also need signed waivers, standard waivers, just in case you meet some tragic scenarios.
If I meet some tragic scenario, if I croak, you're gonna be hearing from my father.
Oh my god.
And we cause tragic scenarios.
We cause the tragic scenario. I love that Madalena's first reaction is like, tragic scenarios, yummy.
Sexy strange.
Sexy strangers. Oh my god.
All right.
I have you know we're not strangers, okay? I grew up with this group. Thank you. Back at Berlin Community Center.
Something with a B so we can be like the blank bimbos. Like
am I a bimbo if I'm smart?
It's
Yeah.
about the vibe. It's
Mally,
about the vibe.
Mally, you got like top tier bimbo energy. Doesn't matter how folded your brain is.
Yeah, definitely. Do.
My skin is not wrinkly, but my brain is.
It is, and I love that for you.
This halfling woman doesn't understand anything you're saying right now. She's just waiting for a name.
So what we're gonna like call ourselves?
Badass bimbos?
Oh, actually,
BB.
I kinda actually love that.
Badass
Yeah.
bimbos.
Please call us like the badass. Oh, guys, and when we like transform into like our whole like armor and shit, can we please be like the colors of the fucking rainbow? Because like I'm feeling that somehow. Like dibs on pink.
Transform.
I can't wear armor.
Okay, well when you transform into your like badass outfit, you know what I mean, Melly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, our magical girl transformations. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Define girl.
It's like a feeling. It's like an idea.
It's a state of mind.
Like Mally's badass girl and Picturing is like baby girl. You know, like it's the vibe.
Right, yeah. I think I get it, yeah.
Badass bimbos, and I need. I'm gonna have just because I want to put this weight on them. Ash, could you roll me a d20?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why?
Why? What are you planning?
Why?
I don't like this.
Roll good or bad, depending on the situation.
Game mommy.
9. What does that
9.
mean?
Oh, no.
All right, 9.
No. Game mommy is scheming against.
I know.
With a 9, no, this isn't a scheme. This is just a little bit of fluff. With a 9, you see that there are all these little like colors left of like these like paper tabard things, to imply your team, and all these colors left. And with a 9, just as you look, you see this this real fun rainbow color thing. It would be so good. You were already talking about it. That one gets grabbed by another team that had just registered.
Are you fucking
everything.
kidding me?
Was it
You
Blake
see-
and the rest?
No,
Hold
no,
up,
they're in the
wait.
neon
Okay.
pink.
They're near.
Wait,
They took our rainbow tabard?
They took our rainbow tabard.
It's
like
know who our
homophobic.
parents are. We should go tell them.
Let's go. Hey, excuse me, let's go.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, I can't wait for these two.
Oh my god. Oh my
So, this group is just a bunch of. There's a grizzled looking with an eye patch, like sword and board, fully armored, armored man. There's like a really kind of like. There's like a gnome that's got real kind of far away eyes, and has like little like star apparitions around and everything. There's like a high elf with like platinum blonde hair and robes and a long staff and very pretty and everything. And they grabbed the rainbow tabard for their color.
I don't know
approach this
why
group-
my brain just like, oh, is this like just Lord of the Rings party?
Kind
Yes.
of, yeah. Essentially,
Yeah.
this is your brain is correct. This is what I am doing. Is giving you a Lord of the
Yeah.
most classic fantasy party.
Period.
I love
Period.
them.
they're like, it's right up against a wall, right?
Yeah, it's up against a makeshift wall.
Cool. And it was already said out loud that we wanted those, right?
Sure.
Well,
yeah.
we said we wanted to rainbow, but like, yeah.
Cool. I see that starting to be taken away, and they're all in a group, right? All those people?
Yep.
Okay. I just stretch out my hand, and with the wand that's on my arm, I cast a web on them.
You cast web on them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll for these.
Mm-hmm.
What's the dex save? Is this dex save, I assume, for web?
Yeah, it's a dex save. It's 15.
Also, for the tabards, is it just one, or do they all have individual colors from the rainbow?
No, they're one. Each tabard has a rainbow on it, of colors on it. They do manage to save from the dex. I rolled a 19. They do manage to save on the dex though, so they dodge at they don't even dodge. It's almost like a writer is like scripting it that they couldn't possibly be stopped here.
They have plot armor.
They have plot armor.
But I believe other people wanted to go and approach them.
Go ahead. Good.
I'll lean over to Tannis. Do you want to take the lead on this, or do you want me to?
I mean, that was ours. Let's go talk to them because.
Heyo! You weird people.
There was no precious sense. You over there.
Can
They look around confused. They're like, we feel like we're almost the most average, expected kind of people that you would assume would be here.
Hey, average people.
Yeah. What can we do for you? There's like a little halfling.
That tablet was obviously ours. I mean, look at us.
They look. Well, you're a fine group of people, but we are on a grand quest across the lands to throw a bit of jewelry into a mountain rather than destroy it in any number of other ways that we could do. And this is, for some reason, part of that quest.
Then why the rainbow? Can you choose any other tabard? Why did it have to be rainbow? I'm sorry, Tannis, I interrupted you.
I'm sorry, but these are like the standard adventures. They're so boring. Look at them.
The ring.
Go get it.
Oh, Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo.
Another halfling comes up and is like, "Oh, we should be nice to the strangers." I can't do accents. Only
Canadian?
We should be nice to the strangers. My Samwise is from Ottawa. Can we just give him the thing? Can we just give him the tabard? And the other halfling is like, I'll do anything for you, if you suggest it. And then they hold hands and they hand you the tabards.
Oh my god!
Very happily. It's like, you can just have it. Also, they're awfully terrifying. Yeah. Hopefully, we only have to deal with like a weird little guy most of the time, and not some actual potential threats. To accomplish our mission.
Find a dragon. I mean, I can send you a dragon if you want to fight one, but I think those were different halflings I was thinking of.
About once every few years, a pair of halflings, maybe 4 of them, go out and adventuring, and they never come back. They never come back. Tannis thinking back about all of the like halfling bones in Tiamat's various hoard corners, and a few in yours.
Great jewelry and like one tapestry. It's lovely.
They just quickly go back to the wall and grab the brown tabards, and they're just like, I guess brown's good enough for us. And then just in case I forget this joke or bit, they would compete with you in this thing, but they spend so much time simply describing the area around them and not actually communicating or having dialogue or character development of any way, shape, or form that they end up forfeiting.
I'm so glad somebody said it.
Fired.
I'm so glad somebody said it.
Wow.
Fired.
Honestly, that was what I was trying to do with my web. I was just like, I get the thing I want. Also, they stay stuck in it, and I just get rid of a goddamn team.
You got rid of a team.
My god. And Jack goes wild.
Yeah.
That was way easier than I thought it would be.
You're so right, Game Bobby.
I do have to say, they did look kind of fruity, though, so maybe they deserved the rainbow flag a little bit.
You're not wrong. At least the halflings.
Did she say that with an earshot of the rest of us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Madalena looks offended.
I was about to say, Lufa kind of does like a head count, like, oh wait, are we heterophobic? Do we have a straight person here? It's not me.
I mean, I think the closest to like a straight person might be Ash, but
I'm pansexual.
You just give off. You just give off like You just give off that straight vibe. I'm sorry.
I mean, my father thinks
dare
I'm straight.
you.
That count?
Well, my father does this weird thing where when I came out and a few of my sisters came out, he was just happy we also liked boobs. So I'm not sure if that's only him being supportive or I just left it at
that toxic masculine.
I just
That's
he
so
was
good.
so happy that his daughters. He was so masculine that he made daughters that get girls, not in a gay way, but in like he's just such a man that his daughters
also like boobs.
Also,
God.
by proxy.
Why are you describing my dad?
My sister and I are both lesbians, and when we came out, he was just like, "Oh yeah, boobs, am I right?" And I was like, "I'll take it." I mean, like,
I don't know if I should take this.
I guess, like that.
This feels like it's from the wrong place as a high
Yeah,
five.
like,
It feels like it's
he's
from the
just-
wrong place.
He's just so masculine that like he just produced these like that all his daughters have a harem. They're not gay. They just get girls. They just get chicks.
They just get chicks.
It's
not a gay thing. It's just
not
that they
gay.
can't
Like
get
it's just because they're girls and the girls are also girls. Like it's not gay.
I mean,
His thought
like,
process, I'm so straight
Yes.
that my girls get girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so straight.
oh my
So-
god.
Vorpal armor.
Madalena just simply has to add in this one. He's just like, yeah, I don't know what that feels like. My dad's basically like the village bicycle.
I know.
I mean, your parents would,
badass.
yeah.
Very badass.
Cutscene to Barovia. Just like Strahd being like, "I'll be back in a little bit. I just need a little breather." Like walking out of like a aggressive orgy in the thing. with that voice.
Tiamat going, come back soon, sweetie.
No, I was gonna go a different direction.
Like, it's orgier than an orgy.
just an aggressive orgy. Just such an intense.
No, like,
Such an
okay.
intense affair.
It was a CrossFit orgy. Oh wait, no, that's what my dad does.
Can I just, hey, Ashadal, could you say that one more time about my dad?
What? That I
you
know.
that he's a village
Yeah,
bicycle?
Uh-huh.
Ash,
I've
the
stayed
last
at your
time,
house. Uh-huh.
we're not going to talk about that time you did whatever the fuck with my dad. Okay, it never happened.
I knew it.
Thank you.
Now
Look,
I'm glad
quick
my
question
dad's
in
like
here.
a hermit.
Quick question in here. As players,
Yeah.
suspending my impersonation of Strahd, which is deliberately meant to punish Jack.
So
Yeah.
As
good.
players, are there players that thirst for a version of Strahd in this group?
I gotta say, I'm
If there
starting
was a lady
a
Strahd,
person
this
Strahd
is
next
like-
month. We're Strahd the woman.
is there a Mrs. Strahd?
Also fine.
So yes.
I have
No, the
never
problem-
played Strahd or anything like that, so I'm good.
The
There
problem-
was
Is there a Mrs. Strahd?
Is
Yes.
there a Mrs. Strahd?
Strahd is a very magical being, and gender fluidity means a lot when you can change your figure. But yeah.
I
Okay.
used to play in a campaign where Strahd was definitely written by a woman and respected boundaries and was not the big bad of the campaign. So yes,
very
I
good.
simp for Strahd.
I
This Strahd is a little less incelly
I
about
can't-
like he doesn't care about the campaign notes anymore. He's just like the guy in charge of Barovia that's the hot vampire daddy
Yeah.
/ mommy / non-binary
Yeah.
whatever they need him to be kind of thing.
I find it
I
hilarious.
I can't even say like the non-toxic Strahd because I'm like fictional toxic men. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no fair point.
I love how all your parents are like that, and probably just if you just come to my dad, he's probably just looking out a window like, "Thank God my son is straight."
Damn.
I always
There's no
felt
one
like
These
more
black
bitches, they good for them.
good for them.
I just imagine him out like every now and again. There's some some bard who's like very, oh yeah, I'm gonna lay that dragon, and it's just get eaten.
And then
Yep.
it just get eaten.
Tannis was hungry.
Yeah.
Tiamat is
so you know.
Tiamat is carnisexual in the way that
Carnisexual.
they must consume. Anyway, the first event of the challenge has been canceled for time. We're gonna go toward the more significant events.
Wait a minute.
This is like roughly a 3-hour-ish stream, so I'm going to give you each a quick opportunity, and I'm going to go round robin. Please, if you choose, and of course you can always be like pass on this one, and we're going to go round the stream. There are several groups of adventurers in here doing various obstacle challenges and combat challenges against constructed representations of mechanical beasts and puzzle traps and things like this. So these are all kind of life or death adventuring situations that you would see in a common Dungeons and Dragons game. Dungeons and Dragons game. So I'm going to start with let's start with the challenge here is that I'm going to say that each of you get to describe how a group of these unnamed NPC adventurers that are not the Blake, Chad, Brad, or Rebecca group meets their untimely end or failure in this competition. And so I'm gonna let's go to the birthday boy first. Birthday boy, how does NPC Adventurer Group 1 meet their untimely failure? And it doesn't have to be a result of death, though it can be an absolutely gruesome, fatal failure as well.
So you know Pokemon?
Yeah.
Blasting off away. They just
Rocket.
keep Team Rocketing away out of the camp.
With 2 Jessies and 2 Jameses. The other 2 are gender swapped. And
2 Leonin that were like very, very small for some reason.
2 Leonin get blasted off by some sort of mouse that like a party of 1 little 10-year-old summons. And just casts a Beastmaster Ranger, just like has this electrified mouse that he just
This is amazing.
has do all his work for him while he sits and drinks a lemonade.
Holy shit.
And they blast off. Let's go across the way. Ash, NPC Adventure Group number 2. How do they meet their untimely failure?
I think... Oh gosh. I think it would have ended up... Oh my. Sorry. I've been trying to think about this and I've come up with a good one. I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind is they're just stuck in a tree. And they cannot get out of the tree.
I kind of love that, though.
Whatever construct that was chasing him, just chase him right up a tree and they're like, nope. Nah.
Nope, not coming back down.
We're done. White flags. As a construct Yeti is like, no, but I would love to love them and hug them and make them my pets. So let's go to Olymfa. Olymfa, how does Group 3 make their?
So, because gotta keep the bit going. Rule of threes. So Olymfa thought that her little frog buddy was secured. It is a slippery little bastard, and there's a pie eating contest that's going on.
Yep,
and
of course.
It hopped into a bunch of the pies and then scampered back and like went next to her foot and is like trying to lick itself off. It's enough. It's enough to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah. Apparently, Adventuring Party 3 is currently twitching on the ground, foaming at the mouth. So we're going to call that a abdication of continuing in this adventure or in this contest. Tannis, Group 4. How does the NPC Group 4 meet their failure?
Alright, we haven't been really bloody yet, so I'm just gonna say, like, the first image that popped into my mind is like 2 big hammers, a trap, that what releases just a
Oh my
That-
word.
but like several of those in a row, so they get squashed.
The audience on either side of that like a gauntlet of traps just raises up their plastic coverings as the blood splatter goes there, and it's like, you love to see the splash zone get interacted with on this one. Oh, that's a doozy.
Oh my
I love it.
gosh.
Malice?
Okay, so this one party, they are walking. I had this one planned.
I can
In
see
my brain.
so you're like, I
Um,
got this.
You're like, I'm ready.
You know how like in dungeons there are like those little trap steps, and you gotta like press the right ones to make it through. If not, like a horrible trap kills them.
Oh my word.
Malice messaged one of the dudes and was like, "Not that one, go to the other one." And they actually listened to Malice
Oh no.
and stepped on a plate that triggered 2 giant saw blades that sawed them in half.
Yes. Oh my god.
Did you know that would happen?
What?
Sure.
I mean, you
sure,
gotta
Allie.
remember who her father is.
Yeah, that's true.
And finally, Pixarin. What?
I'm gonna be the most tame of them all.
Yep, that's fine.
Because I feel like
You're a sweetie. You're a sweetie as a
Yeah.
person. It's okay.
mine is just like there's a group of barbarians, and they picked a puzzle for some reason, and it's like, get through this stone door. And they just stared at the door for a while, like,
Is it trapped?
do we break it?
Do we break it?
They argue among. No, what we have to do is detect traps. God, I keep failing at detecting traps. What about? Does anyone have detect magic? No, man, I don't have detect magic. You know I don't have detect magic. And they sit there and they just discuss it for like, and they're like, the time is up. Barbara Ann's barbs are out of the game.
Barbara
And barbs. Wow.
Okay. Did I get everyone? Okay, I got everyone had theirs. And so it seems that we're moving on to our final round. A party versus party conflict. Who could have seen this coming? Who could have seen this coming? When the Diamond Boys, spelled with an I-S at the end, face off against what were you, bimbos?
Badass bimbos.
Baz
Badass
Bimbo
bimbos.
BB.
I was like BBs. I wanted to say
BBs.
BBs, and I was like BB against the badass bimbos, and all Blake, Chad, Brad, and Rebecca, or Becky to her friends, of which you are not. Kind of like line up. Blake just goes, such an attractive party. Wish we could meet in a different sort of situation, like some sort of speed dating scenario. Is maybe we could just maybe you could just call it quits here, and then
Are you
your
that
consolation
desperate?
prize.
Are you that desperate?
I mean,
Has the competition started yet? Can I cast Fireball?
Madalena's just gonna quietly add like, oh, I have you all exactly where I want you.
And I'm gonna need everybody to please roll initiative.
DM, I have a quick question.
I have a slow answer.
God dang it.
God
What
damn it.
What would for magical girl transformation into our armor / battle clothing? What is that, like a free action, bonus action?
Yeah.
action?
That's
Yeah,
a
can we,
free
like-
start of the combat.
Whatever the
action.
Awesome.
Immediately.
Let's start. I'm curious. Hey, Ashadal,
Mm-hmm.
what does your magical girl transformation look like?
For Ash, what happens is that you see it's almost like metal or liquid is coming out almost of their pores of black and gold that begin to go down their body and harden into armor. So like this black armor with this gold like almost lining, and inside it slightly glows red. And then where it meets the neck, there's a burst of flame that goes and obscures Ash's head into the visage of a like helmet with only these 2 slits of eyes left of gold that are fully obscured. So it's like it's a helmet.
That's
Yeah.
gorgeous. That's stunning.
What about you all?
I want to hear about Madalena's magical girl transformation.
I mean, obviously, there's gonna be a lot of sparkles involved. I mean, like, she's
We all go blind.
pastel princess. Okay, yeah, so she like does this little tippy toe thing on one foot. Let's not argue about like weird things like gravity and things. Doesn't matter. So she's like on one foot, and her pastel dress sort of just it looks like it's flowing upwards, and you realize it becomes this beautiful cloak on her, and really nothing else changes. Her dress becomes a cloak. But it's like full of sparkles and over-exaggerated motions, like something cooler is happening. But not really, just the cloak.
Anyone else want to announce what their magical girl transformation
I
does?
really want to see everyone's.
So for Mally, she doesn't really have like a magical girl transformation. She just kind of like does a little twirl of the wrist, and like her spellcasting focus, her staff comes out of nowhere, with like crystals and orbs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And just like it just magically appears.
Mine is slightly, even for like Pixrain, even though their like true thing is like very fruity and like extra. Whenever they do transform, they essentially become battle scarred in the sense that it's kind of somewhat like a Power Rangers thing.
Oh, I love that.
Out of nowhere, armor just like almost cast off armor just goes right onto the chest. They do have a giant hat onto them, stuff like that, much like their own fathers, like with a feather and all that. And just two, like a dagger and a rapier in the hands. Like, let's go. Yeah. It isn't like a lot. It's just like
and then it's there. It's ready.
yeah, exactly.
Now action.
I have a question about Lumfa. Do they just like stomp their foot and that's their that's their
So Alufa takes off the necklace with like the 2 weights and starts like spinning one of them and kind of like squares off their feet so that they're more planted. The like many little bags and random things that she has like strapped onto her start slithering around like snakes. And like pieces of like leather armor kind of start appearing in their wake.
Yes.
And then they kind of wrap around the neck and collect at her back. And like a deer's skull with like moss covered antlers like comes around and covers her face.
That's so
Hell
cool.
Oh,
That is
also
so cool.
also Malice would have cast mage armor on herself.
I love that. Of course.
That's 100% on. Yeah, what's Tannis got going?
Yeah.
Takes her staff in both her hands, the one with the dragon heads, stomps it on the ground, and like from each head, like a spray of elemental power, like from the red there's fire, and for each dragon head their elemental power, it just swirls around her and leaves her like with a lot of dragon scales that just come up the shoulder to pointy ends, with a cloak that's in all the colors of the dragon's heads, like changing and interweaving, and with some dragon symbols in there, and a translucent, sparkling, iridescent dragon skull, like way too big for her head, but like making her look way more than a dragon than they could ever do. But they're trying.
Aww.
Aww.
I think she looks amazing.
Yeah,
Tannis,
she's amazing.
Tannis, what was your initiative?
19.
19. Okay. 19. Is that everyone for the dragon? I'm sorry, I was managing things. Is that everyone for their magical girl moment?
I Thanks.
Yeah.
I think so.
The only thing I didn't describe is that on the armor is just the emblem of the mercenary group.
Like the emblem of Zerlaxles.
Exactly.
So, all of you magically transform. The Diamond Boys. I think it's Diamond Boys actually with B-O-I-Z is what
I was
I'm gonna
gonna
call
say, yeah.
Boys. Diamond Boys.
I was surprised there wasn't like a $sign in there.
Oh no.
No dollar sign. Diamond Boys with the Z stand there pretty much in the attire that you saw them in. Mostly like beach fuckboy is kind of the aesthetic. Is kind of the aesthetic. You can all tell that magically some of their equipment, even though it might look like a tank top or a mesh shirt or just like a single pauldron, has the ability to have defenses in a similar fashion to more regularly attired adventurers. Chad the dwarf. No, Brad. Brad the dwarf.
Brad was the dwarf.
Brad, Chad, Blake, and Rebecca all stand at the ready, weapons in hand, ready to go. That's a little bit of a new accessory functionality. And Brad just pulls up this oversized for their 4'2", a larger person, certainly someone of Alumphra's size could easily handle this, but it's a little too big on Brad, and is like this is for the toad, and immediately fires off an attack on Alumphra. Just like no question, just starts it off. Ash, you're on deck, followed by Malice. So Brad's going to fire off on Alumphra. Let's do this. It's gonna be funny. What is your AC?
Mine is 12.
12. That first one hits.
Okay.
Second bolt fires off and misses. As both of these from this crossbow just go thung, thung. One of them manages to hit you. That's 11 damage. Brad's like, yes! High fives, Chad. High fives, Blake. Blake, a little bit of a chest bump and everything. And Blake, way too soon, goes to the crowd and is like, are you not entertained? And everything. The fight's barely begun. People boo them a little bit. and Ash, it is your go. You are first up, followed by Malice.
It can't be seen because Ash's head is obscured, but Ash is gonna roll their eyes, take the pronged glaive and start to spin it with both of their hands, and start spinning faster and faster. Electricity starts generating from their hands that start to go around them, this blue sort of electricity, to then let go of the glaive, grab it as a crack of thunder is heard as I'm casting Thunderous Smite. And I am going to... I like to flavor it if possible, almost like the anime instant teleport. I want to run as quick as I can to Blake and stab him in the gut.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if this works. Oof. That's a 10.
Blake kind of quickly moves out of the way of this of your threatening weapon and kind of dodges to the side of it, and he goes,
Oh, you're not special.
You're not special.
I am special. I am special. My mom told me I was special every day growing up.
Really?
Very special boy.
The second attack is a natural 20.
All right.
Very
We're going to
special.
discuss something that I do as a GM because I love big swingy combats. So instead of just doubling your damage, what you're going to do is roll normally, and you may have to do this a little bit mechanically on your side.
Okay.
Roll your damage dice normally, add that to maximum damage plus your normal modifier. So you're
Gotcha.
basically just, instead of there being a chance that you could roll double dice and it not being quite as strong as a better hit would have been, it's definitely the maximum damage you can do plus your damage dice, and that's true for any of your smite dice as well.
Understood. I'm actually going to do level 2 smite, and with the wrathful smite.
Yep.
Or sorry, thunderous
Stack 'em up.
smite.
Yeah, with the thunderous dice, stack it up. You're a pally. That's what you're for.
13.
Here lies Blake. He got fucking redacted.
He might.
You fucking redacted, bro.
That's amazing.
How much is smite? How much is for smite? It's been so long since I played a paladin. 2d8, so that's going to be what? 6? No. Yeah, 16?
What? 2d8? Yeah, 16
Yeah.
is the max, and then you'd roll 2d8 on top of that for your smite.
Gotcha. Okay. 2, 41. Plus 7. Apologies, I'll do this as quick as I can.
No, it's okay.
That is more than fine. That's more than fine. Rebecca's like, you're not cool. You're not cool for being able to hurt Blake. He's in shorts, for God's sake.
I mean, he
Brad's
kind of
just
is.
shoppy, bro. Like,
Shorts or jorts?
I mean, definitely jorts now that you've
It's
said it.
jorts.
Jorts.
Hey,
Jorts.
He's
jorts
wearing
are back in.
jorts.
Jorts are back in now, guys.
he's in jorts with
He's
a
using
shirt.
jorts. That's
And his
amazing.
jocks.
Is that a Canadian tuxedo?
Yes.
There is a loud, thunderous crack as electricity sparks as I stab him in the gut, and I'm gonna look down and say, "Not much you're working with, huh?" Because that is 67 points of damage.
Ooh.
All of you watch Ash, who is owed $5. Owed $5 by Matt. All of you watch Ash. Maybe Ash isn't always the easiest person to get along with. Maybe they are. It depends on how you connect with their vibes. But you know, Ash, it's technically part of your friend group. Definitely y'all have hung out on there. And it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget how good Ash is when at absolutely decimating people. Just almost in a way that nearly no one else can compare to. Blake drops. That's past Blake's hit
Just
point.
straight up.
He got
But
redacted.
Ash drops Blake
Yes.
on the first turn. On their first turn.
Fucking
I'm gonna
yes.
I'm gonna put my foot on Blake's body and look at the rest and say, "Who's next?" And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Yes.
Nice.
And that's your turn. We go to Malice. Tanis, you're on deck.
I knew there was a reason we kept you around.
Hey,
Do you want
that's
a free
fair.
month of
That's
supplements?
fair.
Do you want a free month of supplements?
No, I want my $5. Yeah.
How far away are they
Wait.
from us?
Within range that makes sense for engaging in close range, but distant enough that a radius won't hit you, kind of thing. Favorable. They're favorably at distance from you.
You just said-
Hypothetically,
They're
I don't
good.
care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
God damn it!
I love you.
You
so
can
much.
easily position the fireball far enough away that you can just target them
I mean,
and not target. But you can make
is
the
Ash
choice.
too close?
Is
No,
Ash-
Yeah, I'm good.
Ash is going to take the hit.
Yeah, I'm good.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
my
alright.
God.
This is
Don't take it
amazing.
personal though, Ash.
all right.
You blew me up many
That's
times before. It's
What do I
fine.
got to roll for? What do I got to roll for saves for fireball?
It's gonna be like
Dex, yeah.
Ash is totally just gonna be like, "Thanks for making me look cool," while walking out of the fire.
No, literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is the DC?
14.
Alright.
Also, did Ash seriously
Only
just...
one of them passes. Only Rebecca passes. The other two fail. Chad and Brad both fail.
Team
Love that.
24. Ash failed?
Yep.
24.
You took Ash by
28,
surprise.
30.
Oh my god.
32 damage for those who failed, and half that for those who passed.
Oh, whoa.
16.
I'm so in love.
I've never been able to cast Fireball before, so I'm pretty proud.
This is about living your dreams.
Oh yeah.
Your D&D dreams.
I'm a rogue main, so adding d6s are easy.
That's what you're used to with that sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rebecca is upset, but overall relatively just scorched a little bit. Brad is looking all right. Chad is looking pretty rough. Almost immediately on this.
Get wrecked!
Rebecca's like, there are fire safety regulations that we should all comport ourselves to. We didn't have a discussion about how to properly address the conflict. I don't like how this is moving. Is there anyone I can talk to?
Just real quick, Malice, you hear in your head, that's the one who was really annoying me at the fountain.
Burn in hell, bitch!
Did you? That's a slur. That's like calling me the N-word. That's this woman.
Oh god!
You don't understand the sexism that's attached to that term. She's gonna start crying because she's white. Anyway,
My favorite part is she's gonna start crying because she's white.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Literally a white woman.
Literally a white woman. What's Rebecca's class? White woman. White woman tears. So we go to Tanis with Olympha on deck.
The funny thing is, I was gonna do the fireball as well because I'm like, yeah, finally fireball, but I'm gonna do something else now. So I will cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
with lightning damage. And when he starts to cast that, you can see that all the scales and the whole color scheme of her aesthetic is shifting to blue. Like the hair, the scales, everything is shifting to blue. When she chooses the blue dragon head of her mother's aspect and casts Chromatic Orb with lightning damage. And that is...
Who are you targeting?
Oh, Chad. It's a 15 to hit.
That hits Chad. That hits.
Oh.
2 damage.
That's 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Chad takes the lightning damage. Pretty tough in the body. Groans, burnt, now electrocuted, and a different kind of burnt, some of which is on the internal organs. As he shudders at it and twitches a little bit, and he's like,
Am I drinking that beer now?
I am gonna fuck you right up. Is that Tanis' turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alunfa, it is your go, and then there's some enemies, and then I believe it is Pixarin is the next player.
Okay.
But Alunfa, it is your go. Pixarin on deck.
So Olympha takes the bolt out and just kind of tosses it. It's like, not keeping that. And locks eyes with Rebecca and is spinning one end of the meteor hammer and says, I've got a question. How would you refer to me? She has to roll a perception check with a DC of 15.
She will. Give me just a moment. Get to her.
It's time for the gender.
It's so
She got a nat 10. She got a 10. A 10.
Yes.
Perfect. So what gender does Rebecca think she is dealing with?
Oh, you're gonna make this about your whole thing where you want to invade our space.
Oh my god.
This is just another example.
Can we set her on fire? Can we do that, please?
Pretending that
Can we set them
you
on
know,
fire?
you can call yourself whatever you want, sweetie, but I know what I'm gonna call you. Why are you infringing on my freedom of speech?
I'm gonna attack her with.
This is too real, Steve. This
Bro,
is
that
too
has
real.
literally happened to me like multiple
Same.
times in my life. I literally got kicked out of my college's like women's art collective for looking too much like a man. The meteor hammer has 2 weights. There's a reflective eye that deals force damage, and then a crystal one that deals psychic damage. I'm choosing the psychic damage one.
Yeah. That feels right.
Because she failed, I'm rolling with advantage, and then I'm dealing bludgeoning damage, and then an additional die of psychic damage.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll all that.
Absolute joy of just getting to do damage to shitty people.
Oh yeah.
It's so fun.
It's so fun. It's like
It's so
you just
fun.
instantly don't feel bad.
Does a 17 hit? I don't know how. Wait, what gets added with advantage? Because I am playing in D&D Beyond, and I'm just rolling just like the dice.
If you right-click on an event or on an attack, it usually gives you the ability to roll it with advantage if it has the ability to be with advantage, and it just double rolls and takes the higher of the 20. But that's only for attack rolls. The actual damage dice are just the damage dice.
Oh, there's the rolling with advantage one. I didn't roll. There we go.
Trust me, it took me an embarrassing long time to figure that one out too.
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, 24 hits. The cardigan sweater wearing Rebecca.
Fucking yes.
Lovely. Okay. Please roll nice. Oh man. Okay, so she gets 4 psychic damage and then just 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
All right. She takes that, and she is, however, going to have disadvantage on her next attack because A, she's right after you in the initiative order, and B, she's currently ranting about how she's not a bad person. She just grew up in a different time.
And like, why is it so? Why can't women just be women? Like, why does it have to be this whole thing? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why can't men be men and women be women?
Monstrous.
The fact you can like quote it.
No, dude, this
You
is
can
my
recite it
whole
at
life,
this
so
point, babe.
I made a D&D weapon about it.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
You all are noticing, not to redeem the characters in full, but Chad and Brad, because Blake's out, Chad and Brad are not feeling this vibe. They're not feeling this vibe from Rebecca. They're like looking at Rebecca like, ooh, what? What? Like, we're fuckboys and like shitty, like jock dude bros. We're not like that though. Jesus.
Man, love is love. What the fuck?
Love is love. Beggars can't be choosers.
Love is love tank. And so she gets mad. She gets mad.
Is she a barbarian?
New. She gets mad, and she, because you've engaged her,
Ooh.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, but roll it with advantage instead of me rolling with disadvantage. Wisdom saving throw, as she begins to be like, you need to pay. Listen, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and she is casting Hold Monster on you. But you're rolling it with advantage to save.
Sweet. Okay.
Can we set her on fire? Like,
I mean,
I
you
got
already
a
have a little bit.
24.
It does absolutely fucking nothing. It does absolutely nothing.
That's amazing.
That obliterates that, where you're just like, this. That is her turn.
Chad and Brad finally look each other like, you know what?
They
I
realize
love
their soulmates are each other.
Oh, literally.
Chad looks to Brad and is like, we need to talk about like party mechanic and party dynamics after this. We may need to look for a different person. I can handle the casting from here. Chad's going to cast, what's the area of this? 20 feet, so 40 feet range. I would like, I'm gonna target, so Ash isn't in this. But the rest of you haven't moved a lot. And so Chad's going to cast that. I need everyone to roll me a con saving throw, please.
Everyone?
Yeah, other than Ash. Ash is not in that area for this.
Ouch. Damn!
14.
Oh, okay.
Mine has a.
God!
Mine also gets a +1 on top of that because of my cloak, so that's actually a 20.
Jesus.
I got a 19.
Pixrin, you and I, buddy. We're in this together.
We're in this together. Oh no! No, not the babies.
It's
We're
okay.
in this together, buddy.
It's okay. It's okay.
We got this.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh no!
If I keep saying it,
If I
if
keep
I keep saying it,
If I keep saying it, it'll be fine.
Okay.
I used up all my luck
So,
on that one.
who got above a 14 or a 14 or above?
Damn.
So for everyone that's saved, this is only going to be half. But Chad's like, all right, Rebecca not withstanding y'all vibes toxic, and cast Cloud Kill on the rest of you.
Whoa.
Toxic.
So that is going to be 30 damage for people that did not save,
Holy shit!
15 for people that did.
Whoa, bruh, that would have taken me out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that takes me out. Yeah, I was
They
down to
took you
27. I'm
out?
down.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So for drops, and then Chad and Brad both like chest bump. Nice, and that's it. Pixrin, it is in theory your turn. Are you already in death saves?
yes.
No! Are you in death saves?
Pixrin,
Me too.
drop.
Yeah.
Are you in death?
I only have 28 health.
Pixrin, yeah, as their fifth level spell.
I completely forgot to roll my health, and it was fixed.
I mean, I did the same thing too, but 28.
I'm a bard.
Bobby!
Bar.
Bobby!
Pixrin,
Not my
please roll
squishy
me
sexy.
a death saving throw.
I guess
Fair
I
enough,
did take the tough feat.
Same.
I was gonna take that one, and then my friends were like, "No, choose Warcaster." And I was like, "Okay."
No!
It's a 19. It's a 19.
19?
Yeah.
With a 19, you save. Pixrin, you drop down to a unconscious state where you imagine your father,
I'm on the yacht.
yeah, your father and you on the yacht, and your father's like, have a great, or your father's like, take care of her, boy, and walks off, and then this big old group of just party, like this big, huge group of 20-somethings ready to just get wrecked and get lit and have a great ass time starts filing in as the yacht disembarks and parties and everything. This was your 18th birthday celebration. Our 21st birthday celebration, your 21st birthday celebration. And you know, everyone's having a good time, everyone's finding good vibes and everything. And you had found a little bracelet that said, bracelet that you knew was your dad's, but he has so much jewelry and so much stuff. He's never going to miss anything that you would like, nor would he deny you if you just asked, hey, I'd like to wear this for a while and everything. Mm-hmm. And with a 19 on a death saving throw, you never really looked into what this bracelet did, but both because your GM wants you to be able to do things on your turn, and you succeeded on a coin flip of a roll, you pop up as if you got a natural 20, you're back to 1 hit point, fully conscious, and you are up and alive and can take your turn properly.
You are...
Because it's a one-shot, and I'm not looking to make people cry here.
I was about to throw down. I was about like, can I donate $5 to bring him back? Like,
I was like trying to look to see if I had any healing. Like, I'm like, oh no.
Can I bring my sexy boy back? Can I call my dad? Daddy?
Ash could do something about it, but that's about it. And I'm like, I don't want to take away Smiley's only turn. So you're back at 1 hit point. You're fully conscious. What do you decide to do?
I get up, wake up here like, what the hell happened? What's going on? I'm not on the yacht.
I'm not on the yacht. No, baby,
Damn it.
you're not on the yacht, baby.
Are we going to the yacht?
We can go here.
Maybe once we're like done with this, okay? But don't go down
All
like
right,
that. You scared
cool.
me.
Okay, I may go down like that again.
No, just like
I'll get you
Watch
down.
this.
We can go down again, okay? I'll get you here.
I like how everyone's invested in him not going down again.
Hey, I'll get another scar. It's fine. They love the scars.
They do.
How far away are they?
At a convenient distance to do whatever you want to do.
Thanks, dude.
I love
I would
it.
mind one-shots, baby.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Who's the one that did that to me?
Who's the one
Chad,
that did
right?
that to me?
Bad.
Chad.
Yep.
Chad. Okay, cool.
Chad, he's looking pretty hurt.
Cool.
Brad's
Cool,
the one
cool.
who's the most durable of them.
Cool. So, I essentially sprint to Chad and hit him with my my rapier.
All right.
So let me just roll for that. 23.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Our bard's
What's
doing
gonna
stabby
hit?
stabs.
And while doing that, I am going to use one of my blade flourishes.
Yes, you are.
And I will use... That was Chad. Is Brad right next to Chad?
Yeah, sure. Great.
Okay.
I've been talking about them high-fiving and chest bumping.
Yeah,
looking
they've been
at each
like
other.
gazing lovingly into
So
each other.
I'm gonna use slash and flourish. I can expend one of my bardic inspiration to deal extra damage equal to the number I roll on a die to the target I hit and any other creature within 5 feet of me.
Yep. Okay. God, I love blade
So-
flourishes. I love bards so much. I'm such a bard fan.
Yeah.
Bards are
So
great.
rapier
for, like,
wise,
when
I
they
do.
drop.
What the fuck, rapier? I do 4 points of damage for the rapier.
Yeah, for the regular
Plus-
rapier.
Yes, and my bardic is a D8, so that's a 3. That's 7, so 7 in total for Chad, I believe, and then 3 more damage to
To Brad.
And that's one. I also have two weapon fighting, so I'll use that for my bonus action.
Yeah, baby. Play into that. Play into that. Hey.
And I'll hit Chad again with my dagger in my other hand.
All right, swing at him.
God damn it, I missed because that's only an 8.
Brad actually kind of shoves Chad a little bit out of the way of your dagger, and it's like, get in the game. Get in the game.
Oh, baby.
And you manage, but you are standing and you are engaging with these two. I believe that's your turn. Move, action, bonus. Yeah, that's your turn. So it's Mads. You are at the bottom of the round because Blake is already down and got a 3 on their initiative, so they never got a chance to show off what they could do. Which was not much. Mads, it's your go.
Okay, so both of them are... They're right next to each other, right?
Yep.
Which one looks not doing too great, would you say?
Chad looks like they're really struggling.
Hi, Chad.
Brad's hurt. Chad looks like they're really struggling.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at Chad.
Okay, what do I roll for Chad? Because I'm sure, is it an attack roll or dex save?
It is... I've actually never done this before, so I don't know. Let me give me 1 second to look at it. It's, oh, I have to roll. Okay, let's see. Fuck! Well, that's a fucking great 8. Mm-hmm. I really don't think that's going to... It's an 8.
Wishbone. Again.
God fucking damn it.
Brad just like yanks Chad in a direction out of the bolts thing. He's not actually moving him or anything. He just pulls.
Yeah, you just see like this bright bolt
is that a hit or
blue electricity hit like stream towards him and then fizzle out. Stop moving him around. Could you see I'm trying to do something?
No, okay, never mind.
What's
I
up?
was gonna try to do something. I was gonna try to do something, but I can't.
What were you going to try to do?
I unfortunately no, like this is literally the opposite of what I want, which is sever your barbs to make them reroll.
Yeah, you want that the other way.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't.
If you want to, you're a bard though. If you want to, what's your bardic inspiration die?
D8.
If you want to toss a bardic and give Mads a chance at that, I'll let you do that. Burn a bardic for that.
I mean, I
will be honest. You rolled an 8, or you got an 8 on that attack. With a D8, you would have a chance to hit Chad on a 5, 6, 7, or 8.
Ooh.
His AC is only 13.
And I still missed.
I would. If you would allow me to do that, great. I was just wondering if I could, because I did use my bonus action to use.
It'll burn your reaction, so you can't do attacks of opportunity or react to any other.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll burn a bardic.
I think it's not that dissimilar than silvery barbs as a mechanical thing, so you wouldn't be able to silvery barb someone until your next turn. But yeah.
Cool. No problem.
You want to roll a D8 and stack it? Got a 50-50 chance on that D8. You would roll it, Matt. Jack.
I would roll it?
Yeah. Whoever gets the bardic gets to roll the bardic. So roll a D8.
I'm looking for the D8. Not the square one. Gotcha.
My bardic inspiration is just...
Oh, wait, no.
My bardic inspiration is just pulling out a target, like, right here.
Damn it!
Right here.
Damn! Freaking dang it!
Misses.
Dang it!
All right. I tried.
It's fine. It's all right. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much.
So it's Brad's turn next. And Brad... Who's Brad mad at? Not
I'm
Brad.
already
Yeah,
in con.
Frog.
yeah.
The frog.
I just burned
It's the
everybody.
frog.
Wait,
Frog.
Pretty much every.
also, Olphus, you said you were down?
Yeah, I'm down.
Well,
I
you're
have
an
to do
orc.
death save
Don't,
next time
but
around.
you're an orc.
Well,
Don't they
let's
have
try.
like
Don't orcs do the pop up on down?
I've never played an orc.
and
my second
usually
favorite
orcs
character
have
ever.
Look
the
at your features and traits.
yeah. Usually orcs have this feature where if they are supposed to go down to 0, they can pop up with 1.
It should be like relentless. It's not relentless rage, but something similar.
While we do that, Brad is
Yeah.
going to look at the person that probably did the most collective damage. Kind of checks, keeps his eye on Ash. Ash is a real problem,
Yeah.
but keeps his eye on Ash. But he goes to the person that does the most collective damage, and that would be Malice. And he turns on Malice. Get off of this. I want you to know that I'm using the Pudding King stat block for Chad, and I love it. And so he's going to. What's your AC, Malice?
Currently 14.
Okay, that hits, and then that also hits.
Relentless endurance should be it. Milagros.
I don't see that in my.
I'll look around for it. While we're doing y'all's turns. Malice, he fires off 2 bolts at you. Both of them hit. Both bolts just pop right into you. 22 damage.
By how much did he pass?
First roll was a. Okay. 19 on the first one to hit, 17 on the second. You want to shield it up?
I don't have shield.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
I do have silvery barbs, but I also have counter spell.
These are just bolts from a crossbow.
Oh, darn.
You could silvery barbs this second one because you said your AC's 14.
Yeah.
14. You could silvery barbs because what does silvery barbs do? It just makes me reroll.
Yeah, and then I get to give somebody disadvantage. Or yeah, give them disadvantage on that, and then I get to give somebody I care about advantage.
Yep. Okay. Let
love that.
me reroll for silvery barbs.
Who
Just
I
roll
would
D20.
slap that on. Is Ash next?
Ash is next, and that is a 13. That is a 13. So you only take 11 damage, not 22.
All right, I'm happy with that.
And you give Ash advantage on their next attack, and weirdly, it is Ash's go.
Was it Brad or Chad that got Alumphra down?
It was Chad. It was Chad. Chad's looking really, really hurt. Brad's looking less than half, but still relatively strong. And then Rebecca's looking actually pretty strong, honestly.
So Ash just got blown up by Malice's fireball and is still have the smoke coming off. And just enough
Badass.
time to see the cloud kill come down, and is gonna look over and say, "You dare!" And the head of fire is gonna go stark white and blue in rage, and the cracks of golden with a bit of embers coming off of it are all gonna glow brightly as I'm casting branding smite.
Yeah.
And I am going to run towards Brad and say, "You are going to watch your friend fall like you watched mine." And I'm going to start laying into Brad.
So you're going after Brad the stronger one or Chad the caster?
Brad, the stronger one.
Yep. That is the strat. That's the strat.
18 to hit.
That hits.
So that
Did you roll
is
with
going-
that with advantage? Because you have advantage on your first attack roll.
I
The
did.
silver part. Okay, just making sure.
Yes. I'm gonna do a level 1 smite on that one. So this is going to be... Are there any resistances that Brad have that I need to take in account for
Nope,
this?
give me the whole damage.
Okay.
It all happens straight.
Not gay.
Not gay.
I mean, it's the only straight thing on this entire stream.
So that is going to be... +4. So what Ash does is starts laying into with these prongs and slashing the same areas that Ash has the cracks, and is going to start to glow. Brad is going to start to glow the same color as he takes 22 points of damage and is glowing like a light bulb. And I'm going to do my second attack.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt him pretty bad.
That
So
one's
he's-
another natural 20. Sorry.
Beautiful.
We have two nat 20s.
Two nat 20s for the Pally. Paladin's the one you want to get those nat 20s on those big damage hits.
I,
I have a random question.
yeah.
Does Ash have poison resistance?
Necrotic Radiant Disease. It is immune to disease.
Dang it, I was gonna say that Olympus gonna give him a little poison frog to have as a pet.
that would be good. That would be good.
I love that.
I'm going to do another level 1 smite, so that's going to be 8. Alright, let me roll. Sorry guys, I will do this as quick as I can.
No, do not be sorry, you're so badass.
I'm having
You
so
good.
much fun. This is amazing.
This is incredible, you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Thank you.
It's eating popcorn.
No, literally.
It's weird. It's almost like Wizards just favors the fuck out of Paladins, and I love it because I also like playing Paladins. They just love Paladins so much.
In total, that's going to be 39 points of damage.
Dear God.
What does it look like when you drop Brad like a fucking a fucking ton of bricks?
Oh.
He
It's
is
33 hit points left.
He is going to start to glow like a light bulb, and I'm gonna make sure Chad is watching when I turn him around and slit his throat.
Oh,
Brad
my God.
just drops to his knees first and then falls forward, and Chad's like, "Bro!" reaching out a hand. This is exactly as traumatizing as you said it would be.
With my movement, I am going to then run towards Alumphra and get ready, depending on turns and stuff, lay on hands. But that's all I can do.
Yes. Okay. Just to let you all know, I mean, it was over this amount of damage by about 7. You all had to pump in 112 hit points of damage into Brad to drop him. He was the tank of the group, but he is gone. It is now Malice's turn with Tanis on deck. There is Rebecca, who's relatively fine physically, and Chad, who is weeping over the body of his fallen bro.
Oh no.
Malice.
I think I'm going to cast Magic Missile. I think I'll cast it at 2nd level, which means it'll have 4 darts going at this person.
How
that how it works?
much damage per dart? Yeah, it's D4s. Is it D4s?
D4,
or is it
yeah.
just a
D4 plus 1.
+1. All right. And are you casting it at Rebecca or Chad?
I'll cast it Rebecca.
Oh, she's gonna hate that 'cause she can't do anything about it.
Yes.
That's what you get for being a turf.
Yeah. Yeah.
No rights.
This is so cathartic.
And they
It's
just,
isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll roll damage now.
remember, kids, if you have transphobia in your campaign, make sure that they can absolutely kill the transphobic person instantly. And it's a little bit more... the world doesn't have it. Just Rebecca.
I rolled 3 3s and a 4, so this is almost max damage for this. It's math.
Nice.
9
Plus 8
10,
is 17
11, 12,
damage.
13. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a strong magic missile. Rebecca, does that put her? Yeah, it does. Rebecca, just what do your magic missiles look like when they hit Rebecca? She's still up, but she goes from being relatively fine to looking a little bit more roughed up, or slightly under half health.
I want to say that they'll have like a yellowy glow kind of from Malice with like maybe like some purple tinge to it. I don't really know Magic Missile that well. I think this is my first time ever casting
whatever
it.
you want it to be. You could literally make it teddy bears if you wanted to.
You can make
purely
it whatever
aesthetics.
you want.
You extend out your hand and flying teddy bears.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they
Flying middle fingers. There we go.
flying middle fingers, just flying. Why are they so sharp?
I was about to ask. I was about like, River, could you do that for me? Could you?
Perfect.
And Rebecca is like, I was verbally attacked earlier just for saying my beliefs, and now, ow. And so, is that your turn, Malice?
Yep. Have the day you deserve.
Okay. Where'd my mouse go? So when you're in your 40s, the mouse is so much harder to find. That would be Tanis, with Alunfa on deck after Tanis.
Right. I will activate my flying boots
Nice.
and start flying.
The dragon's
And
flying, guys.
Magic
I'm
items.
gonna position myself that I can cast Fireball on Rebecca, and is Chad somewhere near without me hitting one of my party members?
I'm in front of Chad.
I don't think there's a way even I as a GM could be like, because like Chad was near
Do
enough
it.
Brad.
Do
Brad
it.
is
It's
okay.
next.
Do it.
And then
No. Then
So, but you
I'm
can get
going
Rebecca
after-
full on without any touching of any of the party members.
Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
kinda
go after Rebecca then, because we just got him up. Okay, I'm going after Rebecca. A dex
It's
saving.
okay, you'll heal me on the yacht.
The yacht.
Okay, so that's a dexterity save for Rebecca.
Yacht heals
Dex.
everything.
That's whatever your DC is. I'm sure it's above 11, so I failed that.
Nice. That's 86. That's
We love a fire.
I
We love a
can-
fireball. We love a
Okay.
fireball.
fireball. It's a 22 again. I rolled a 22 again.
Oh. Rebecca went from literally 2 turns ago being like, I'm okay, to I'm going to die if a strong gust of wind knocks me over. And she is just, her cardigan is ruined, her pencil skirt shredded, her hair no longer bottle blonde, is just absolutely burnt mostly off of her head, eyebrows singed, and she is just furiously mad.
I have a question.
What?
Yeah.
Does she take like Dragon Ball Z damage? Like, why is she just? Why are her clothes all gone? Why?
She's been covered in fire.
Dragon Ball
He
Z
was
damage.
just set on fire by a dragon.
Yeah.
That's 2 fireballs. Yeah.
Shifted from blue to red.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Fireball
Love
Z.
that.
And so that is, I believe that's your turn, Tanis?
Yeah. It is.
And
No,
so-
I will expend 5 spell slots, I think, to regain a spell of 3rd level.
Oh, sorcery point conversion into spell
Yeah.
slots. Yep. Olympha, you are currently unconscious. Can you give me a
Yep.
death saving throw, please?
Okay, how do I do that? Do I just click the thing?
I have never actually rolled as a player for death saving throws since I'm forever game mommy. So I don't know, but you can just roll a d20 and tell me what it is.
Okay.
A forever
'cause
game,
Yeah,
mommy.
that's what you do.
I don't. I literally don't. I've never.
I'm sure there's a
button.
button you can. I'm sure there's something you can click in D&D Beyond to get it to do it. But yeah, just a D20 is fine.
Okay. Please be nice.
What'd you get?
3. I'm gonna
Alright, that's
die, y'all.
That's a failure.
Okay.
I have checked your character sheet. I believe it's only half orcs that have that
No.
pop up at 1. Full
Yeah.
orcs do not seem to have
Interesting
it.
that full orcs don't have it.
Full orcs don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm going
Wild.
to give you this. You're unconscious. You're not dead.
Yeah.
And everything. Obviously, next turn, Ash, or if Pixarin isn't like downed again, is able to heal you. So we're not really worried about you dying, but I still want you to participate. And you've mentioned you have your little frog buddy. I am fine if you want to, as a druid, cast a spell through your little frog at someone so you can still participate here.
Okay. How would I do that?
You just cast it like you normally, as if you're not unconscious. Just like in D&D Beyond, act as if.
Okay. Can I cast Ice Knife through my fucking frog?
Yes, you can cast Ice Knife through your frog. Who are you casting Ice Knife at? Both Chad and Rebecca are looking hurt.
Rebecca,
Gotta do it.
15.
That's gonna hit her. That 15 hits her.
Okay, so like the little, I'm gonna say that like the little frog does jump out of like the pack and is like facing Rebecca. Fucking ice knifing her. 8.
I'm not going to screenshot it because I feel like you all just need to trust me on this one.
Oh my
Rebecca had 7 hit points left. What does the ice knife look as it
No
murders the turf? What does this look like?
way.
Yep.
It looks like a little Labrys symbol. Like the little Labrys, like two-headed axe symbol. And it just goes like flying out like and just like lodges. I'm assuming not in like her head because it's being cast by a tiny little frog.
No,
but, like,
it does lodge in her head. Specifically, as she's talking, it lodges into her mouth to shut.
Oh my gosh.
She drops down to the ground.
Yo.
Perfect.
And Rebecca is
Yo.
dropped. You're still in death saves. You're still unconscious.
Yes.
Can't move. Can't do bonus actions. But you got to. Yeah, the karma and your frog allowed you that moment.
Yo, Carman, the frog.
And
Oh my word.
with no allies left
Incredible.
and
Oh,
only
Chad.
13 hit points, Chad's looking rough. Chad is going to throw up his hands and be like, I yield. This is competition. I yield. You win. You win the armor. You win the sword. I yield. I'm sorry for Rebecca. We didn't know about that part of her personality. That she's not that's our fault. We didn't vet her properly. That's on us. I yield. Still kind of weeping over the dead corpse of Brad.
Can I just get Madalena's just gonna quietly like, so how much of it would it be bad taste for me to just Eldritch blast him now?
You are villains.
No, Madalena's talking to the group.
Give me one.
Honestly, I'd do it.
Give me one
Like-
second and then do it.
Pixarin was just right there, like, what?
Ash is gonna walk up to Chad and is going to take him by the scruff and say, "We might be villains, we might be gross, but at least we have respect." And I'm gonna throw him towards Madalena.
To make it real easy, I'm gonna give you advantage on your Eldritch Blast attacks. Eldritch Blast away.
I love this.
Pixarin, I want you to roll me a perception check. We'll address that in a moment.
Man.
I do it with advantage as well because you're kind of weirdly enough, your distraction from being
I got
downed
that
earlier
20.
is perfect, amazing.
On the
We'll
on the
address that
first
in a bit.
roll. On the first roll.
On the first, no advantage necessary. But Mads,
A total of 20.
yeah, Eldritch Blast with advantage.
So,
Thank you for the hydrate.
oh, thanks. I think what Madalena's going to do is the moment Chad comes flying towards her, she does Thunder Step away.
That does some damage. Yep. Mhm.
Yep, so that he gets stuck in that. And like arrives next to Ash. That's a con save of 15 though.
Okay. I'll say because he's in the air, he's going to have disadvantage on that con save. It's like, what's he going to do? Really, in my mind, that should always... I get that it's thunder damage, that's why it's a con save, but it's like it's avoiding a spread attack. It should be. So, what's the DC for the save?
15.
Got a 14 on disadvantage. It was actually the first one I rolled anyway, so...
Oh wow,
even if he didn't
okay.
have disadvantage. So, what does he take from Thunder Step?
3d10. Hold on, let me just roll that real quick.
Oh,
3d10.
Hey, yo.
You may not
might not
live.
even make it to Eldritch
You might not
Blast.
have to Eldritch Blast.
No, he's done.
With 13 hit points, as I stated earlier, 18 does it. So you go to do that step away, that thing, and then you go to Eldritch Blast, target him, like knowing that you're gonna hit him, and disappointingly, he just flops down on the ground, dead.
Like, Madalena's just gonna be like,
Was that meant to happen?
So much less satisfying.
I really.
Does anybody have
thought
healing?
that.
We could bring him back and then hurt him again.
Yeah, I'd be like, that would have been like.
Well,
I have a healing potion.
we should heal our friend first, though.
Let me take care of our pyramid scheme, buddy. You know?
Let's take care
And-
Which reminds me, I need to tell the torturers to stop giving the prisoners pills. If it works after a year, I need to tell them to stop after a certain time. We've been using them to torture.
That's actually kind of really smart.
How much are you gonna lay on hands for? Because I think you've got, 25 of it?
I'm gonna pump the full 25.
Oh, thank you.
Heal for 25.
Yo.
And
I just cast cure wounds on myself like a few times. Like, I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good.
However-
Just started taking care of himself.
with the final action being swapped between Mads and Pixrin here, the crowd cheers. The crowd amazed. This was a great fight to watch. You got to dunk on them. There was danger. People dropped. It was then. The crowd was here for the blood and here for the violence. And you have satiated that need. And the announcer comes on and it's like, and the winners of the competition, we have Team BB dominating the field and taking home the Vorpal sword and armor. What? We have a special guest appearance, folks, from the primary benefactor and sponsor of the theme park itself, Xanathar, and a big giant beholder eyeball with little tentacle eyes, kind of does. And he's large and high, hovering high, projecting his voice. I'm afraid that wasn't as challenging as I hoped it would be. Forgive me for changing the rules, but it's my contest, so I'm allowed to do it. Let us continue the excitement. And one of his eye beams just shoots toward this animatronic hydra that is on top of the mountains.
Oh god.
The fake mountains. And it starts shifting and twisting and screams with 5 raspy, mechanical, roaring voices. And all of you get to look up at that scene and know that the combat isn't over. However, because we're on a schedule, unfortunately, the stream should wrap here.
Good. Damn it. Dang it.
Wait, is this what I noticed with the 24 perception?
No.
Yep.
No.
So if we hit 300 subs today, we get to do a part 2 of this stream.
Please, guys.
Just letting chat know.
I want to do like my Five Nights at Freddy's stream. Come on, guys. Let me please.
I want my yacht. I want my yacht.
I want my yacht. Ash wants their $5.
I want my $5.
Dang it.
You knew that even in a one-shot, Game Mommy was just going to leave you with an unsatisfying cliffhanger.
That is so
Because if there's
rude.
anything I know how to do, it's not satisfy people.
I had a thing I wanted to do, and I can't now because we're still got to fight these things.
You did. Yep. You still
I'm so
have
mad.
things to do.
I'm so mad.
So if you want to see a conclusion to this, give Jack money. Anyway, thank you so much.
How dare you?
Fully give Jack money.
Thank you so much, my wonderful little bimbos.
I'm sorry. Did you really just ask them to pay for me to get my satisfaction? For us as a group to reach our climax? That's just a little sus, my man.
Think about how much content creator directly support you're doing here by being generous. But we're going to do a roundtable again. Just tell people who you are and where they can find you on social medias. If you want people to find you on social medias. And we're going to start it off again. I think we're going to start it off again top left, and we'll just go Pingu.
Yo, what up? I'm Pingu, also known as Cos Pingu on the TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. Yeah, I exist sometimes. I post mainly cosplay content on TikTok. Twitter's dying. Hopefully I'll be on Blue Sky soon. But yeah, that's me.
And let's go with Gigi.
Hello, my name is Shep, Druid Geek or GGO1 on TikTok. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, this has been a blast. Thank you.
And Smiley.
I am King Smiley. You can find me on TikTok and here on Twitch at King__Smiley with 2 Ys, because I just got to be extra like that.
Like it is there in the stream. Yep.
Exactly. I am on a bit of hiatus, but once I get that motivation, I'm coming for your throat.
Milagros.
Hello. I'm Milagros, also known as Fountain Pen Femme. You can find me consistently on the Starfield Monday nights and every other Saturday morning, and then being tormented on Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. We're actually coming up to the end of our almost 3-year-old campaign, Kingdoms of Mist, in the next couple of months.
Heck yeah.
And we're getting to those final boss battles. Ray straight up said someone might die tonight. So tune into that if you want to see us cry. Because we're in the last, I think, dozen or so sessions, and we're going to face off against the big boss. So yeah, I can be found there and everywhere else at Fountain Pen Femme.
We're gonna skip because we're gonna end on the birthday party, of course. We're gonna skip and go up to Edelweiss.
Hi, I'm River. You can find me on all socials as edelweiss.chaos. Also, if you want Critical Role content, I'm on Tales of Exandria and the Lava Chateau. Lots of cosplay there.
Quest Junkies.
This was really fun. And Quest Junkies. Yeah, that's true. Like, starting August every Friday and every Wednesday because Critical Role. But
they're playing. Really tell them who you're playing.
I'm playing the Traveler some Wednesdays because they needed that Archfey to not die, and hey, that's where I come in.
And I'm just gonna say I've never seen River and the Traveler in the same room, so I'm just saying, putting that information out there.
Do with that what you will.
I am Dying of Exposure, and you can find me here on this channel every Tuesday, 12 p.m. ish Pacific, running the Healing Rifts campaign, and then various other places on Twitch, because I'm on 3 different Twitch channels. And then you can also, of course, find me across social media at Dying of Exposure. Across all the things, though TikTok is usually what I post on. And finally, Birthday Boy.
Hi, I'm not important, and that would be the end of the stream.
Hey!
Hey.
Okay, I mostly said that to see everyone's reaction. But hi, I'm MiesterHypester. This is my stream, and this has been my birthday sub-a-thon, which has been amazing. I'm really glad to get to hang out with all the people that otherwise I wouldn't be able to, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for letting me do what I need to do. Half of the proceeds of every sub that you have thrown in here will go to Pink Drive, which is a breast cancer association in South Africa who helps people less privileged to get the help that they need, and also raise awareness on how to, see if you have it earlier, and all that fun stuff that South Africa really just doesn't have enough of. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. And I had thoughts. I was saying something. Yes. Important thing to add. Well, not really, but just for context, I am a breast cancer survivor, so this is a huge thing for me. And thank you so much to everyone who has subbed and given me a fucking panic attack. Steve. Love you all. Catch you in half an hour for another one shot. And after that, all of the extra time that you have given the subathon, we're gonna do some crazy shit, y'all. We'll see what happens. Woo! I love you guys. Thanks everyone for being here. Bye.
Bye.